What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mind Beans podcast. Did you guys hear that the Helldiver 2 devs basically said, "Get good, you suck at playing our game"?
I did hear about that. Yeah,
I didn't.
So there is like, I don't know what the full story is because I saw a quick synopsis for it and did like 2 minutes of going to the comments to see if this is legit or not. So people are complaining that the hardest difficulty of the game is actually really fucking hard. People can't beat it. They can't like make any progress on it.
Bruh.
And so the devs made a statement, I don't know where. It looks like it was actually on Steam. And they were like, we don't see any issues to this besides a skill issue.
I'm pretty sure it was on their Discord.
Dude, and everybody is like, this is a nice refresher. It's actually really funny. And then there's a handful of people that are fucking pissed off because they're being big babies about it. And it's like, dude, like, there's been too many times where a hard game is made too easy because people are crying about it. Like Lies of Pi. Lies of P.
No.
Lies of P!
That's...
You keep thinking about that movie.
What movie?
Isn't it
The
called
Life
Lies
of Pi?
Life of Pi, that's what it was.
I was like, wait, what movie? But
You keep fucking up the name to Lies of P, and I will not stand here and take that disrespect.
I know, dude, I'm so sorry. But a lot of people are finding it really fucking funny, and there's other people who are like, oh, wait, that's not funny, this game, nah. And so that's what's happening right now, and it's really funny.
Everyone's like, you know how much I sacrificed?
For democracy! So that's what's happening right now, and yeah, it's really funny.
So, yeah, basically what I heard about that is there were some guns in the game that were, like, very obviously overpowered. And the meta was just to, like, run those guns.
Right.
But then the game was, like, way too easy. So the devs came out with a patch that, like, introduced new guns as well as balanced a bunch of old ones. So a bunch of old guns that were OP are no longer OP.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what people are complaining about.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
So they want OP weapons, and they're complaining that they got nerfed.
Pretty much.
Losers.
Are they that stupid? Like, if you want to play an easy game, then play a different game.
Yeah.
You know, don't be fucking ruining the experience for every other player that's having fun just because you're having a hard time.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
makes
Especially if you're playing on the highest difficulty of a video game, you know, it should be difficult.
That's what I'm
It shouldn't-
saying.
Like
shouldn't
Legendary
be a
on
cakewalk.
Halo, no one has fucking complained about that game. If anything, so many people praise the game.
Yeah. Or like realism mode in like Tom Clancy games or something like that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's called realism for a reason.
if you're gonna be one of those people that bitches, cries, and moans about a game actually being hard, and the devs are like, "Oh, just get good," then maybe you shouldn't be playing that game.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
You know, it is
how
what
I
it
see
is.
it. I think that's just how it should go.
I think I have a solution.
And
And that is?
Play the game on an easier setting.
Oh!
No, they can't do that. That'll hurt their pride.
Yeah. Don't forget who we're talking about here.
I mean... I mean, what else can we do?
Wah. That's what they can do.
That's what you can do. Cry about it.
But, so yeah, I saw that and I was like, ha, this shit's funny, so I wanted to share it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
By the way, I just beat the Elden Beast in my second try. I'm
Junior, what the fuck?
Oh, good job.
gonna get the Ronnie ending.
The what? The what? The raw ending? Is that what you just said?
Ronnie.
Yeah, the raw ending, for sure.
I don't know what that means.
When you're older.
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyways, well, Speaking of crying, did you guys cry along with all of Mexico this past week?
Oh yes.
Yeah, it was very. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. He passed away. For those who don't know, somehow you don't know, Akira Toriyama was the creator of Dragon Ball, and he died on the 1st of March, I believe. But they just announced it, like, was it on the 7th or something like that?
It was on
Or on the 9th?
Monday morning, I think is when you told me actually.
It was definitely sooner than that.
Was
Because I
it?
remember posting it.
Oh,
I remember posting it at night.
Friday morning is when you told
Friday,
me.
Friday.
Is when I told you, yeah.
Yes, is when you told me.
So, from what I heard, he passed away from an acute subdural hematoma.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck
I don't know what that is.
Are you rapping at me right now?
Dropping straight bars, brother. I don't know what that is. I assume it has something to do with the brain, just because that's what it sounds like to me.
He
Ruby, do you know what that is, by any chance?
he basically threw a blood clot through to his brain, and his brain wasn't getting oxygen. That's the
Okay.
best way to describe that, but it's not a stroke.
So I'm looking it up. A subdural hematoma is a type of bleeding in which a collection of blood, usually but not always associated with a traumatic brain injury, gathers between the inner layer of the dura mater and the arachnoid matter, and is the meningnes
Menignes nuts.
surrounding the brain. It usually results from tears in the bridging veins that cross the subdural space. So that's what he passed away from.
So
That
as I was
sounds painful.
Super sad. Didn't
um,
expect that to be coming up anytime soon.
if I remember correctly, it can be painful, but it sounds like he may have passed in his sleep.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it wasn't painful because that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very sad if it was painful and he didn't like pass in his sleep or something like that.
May he rest in peace.
And his family
He
too,
definitely
man.
inspired like an entire generation of manga artists and that stuff.
And he still is inspiring many artists.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Have you seen all the posts from other manga artists talking about his passing?
Oh, they're
Yep.
grieving, man. They are grieving really hard.
Yeah, all these other manga artists, like the, creator of like Demon Slayer, One Piece, Naruto, they're all coming together, celebrating his life, talking about all the times that they've worked with him personally and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely so sad. And now I don't want to call them the big three, but the three most influential artists have now passed.
Who?
The artists of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, and Berserk.
I don't know if I put Yu-Gi-Oh! And Berserk in the same vein as Akira.
But that's why I'm saying, like, not the big three, but they were one of the more influential artists. Oh, Ahsoka. Hello.
So you guys can hear that.
Oh, we
Yeah.
heard. She's not happy, is what it sounded.
She's just coughing.
Coughing? Like the Pokemon?
Yeah, sure. I know I'm coughing a bit too. To those listening, you guys probably don't know this, but we had to skip a week because I was dead.
Yeah, you were fucking gone.
I was dying. Yeah, I was. They took me away, and they just brought me back.
There's a lot
Who's
of
they?
people that are getting sick. I was supposed to have a big training class of 15 people, and there's only 7 of us now.
Because they found out that you were running it.
You know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that as many as we did showed up if it was me running it.
It's just me and Junior. Like, hey, what's up? Here for
Why
the class.
would we be there?
I heard there's free pizza for lunch.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely be there.
I would show up in my Dante costume.
Dude, the room next door was like the higher ups meeting, and they were having Texas Roadhouse for lunch.
It's gonna be like Roadhouse.
And dude, my trainer, she was like, yeah, sometimes when they don't eat everything, we can get the scraps for free. And I was just like, I don't know if I liked how you said that. What
about the Bloods?
Like, what the fuck?
It's like a goddamn rat, dude. Like, what the fuck?
When she
Is his
said
name Lemmy? Oh wait, that's not Lemmy. It's Remy.
No, it's Remy.
You always do this every time.
I saw it in Spanish. No, I didn't.
I was like, Francisco, we told you his name is Remy.
And I keep telling you that I forget.
Oh, we've noticed. But, yes, rest in peace, Akira, and, to all his families, I'm sorry for your loss. We're all feeling it.
Yeah, all of Mexico was definitely in mourning.
Yep.
I heard a rumor. I don't know how true this is. So don't quote me. I have no resources to back up this claim. But apparently, the cartel held a ceasefire in mourning of Akira.
Whoa, really?
Supposedly, I don't know. Don't quote me on this.
I know. I
know.
get it.
It's so hard to confirm that kind of stuff,
Just the rumor I heard from a source.
Dude, that's
what are we gonna do? Are we gonna hit up someone from the cartel? Like, hey, is it true?
I want to
interview the cartel.
I'm with the Mighty Beans podcast. I'd like to interview you about your ceasefire for Akira Toriyama.
No, don't tell them where you come from. I don't want to be associated with you for talking to them.
They're all looking at me like, "Ay, Akira, ay."
I get the feeling they wouldn't sound like that.
Probably not.
No, dude, they definitely
would
talking like the stereotypical Mexican.
Or the super deep, oye, hijo, aquí vamos a platicar de Akira Toriyama.
The Toriyama! Ah!
Okay, what was that?
Jesus Christ.
You kind of cut off on Discord, so all I heard was Arnold was like, ah!
No, you heard right. It didn't cut me off.
Akira Toriyama.
Akira, what am I supposed to do now? I've been watching all of Dragon Ball over and over again. Now I have no more Super.
Now I'll never get to see Goku Super Saiyan 6.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that brings up a good point. What is gonna happen to the show?
I'm sure it's still gonna keep going. It's gonna be like the show Ruby. So I'm sure it'll still keep on going, but it won't be as good. Because if there was anyone that knew the show as good as they did, it was a Toriyama, because he wrote the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Unless he left behind a plan, what's his name for the Marvels? Stan Lee. Unless he pulled a Stan Lee, he left behind plans.
Well, they don't do plans. It's more all right, here are the heroes, here's their origin, here's all this stuff. Have fun.
Well,
But Akira Toriyama, he was in charge of having canon events. Essentially, that's what they are. Because you know how the anime and the manga follow different stories, sort of. Mm-hmm. They have the same story, but it's done differently.
Right.
So an example is Goku. When he's fighting Goku Black in the anime, he uses Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue and shit. But in the manga, he can actually use Hawkeye.
What?
It's not the way Beerus uses it, but he tries to erase Zamasu, but he does it very slowly. And in the end, he did too slow to the point where he couldn't defeat Zamasu like that. And
Oh.
when they were like talking about stuff that like, oh, how can you tell when stuff is canon or not canon? Akira Toriyama basically said, all right, here's what happens, here's how it happens, but the road to that is like all up to you guys.
Really?
Yeah. That's why, like, in the manga, you never see Goku do Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Well,
So
we just-
as far as like who's taking over for him though, Akira was already taking a backseat during Super. He had like trained basically and appointed as a successor already by that point. I forget his name. I think it's like Tomitaru or something like that is his name. So Akira Toriyama had already been like no longer like in charge of like the steering wheel for a while.
he just oversaw everything, but he wasn't steering the ship.
Pretty much, yeah. There was a new guy that was already taking care of like all of Super, which is why like the art in the Super manga, like a lot of people pointed out how it's not as good as like the original Dragon Ball. It's because it's not him; it's somebody else.
I mean, it still looks fine. It's just that we're so used to seeing the guys differently. Like, their bulkiness and just their face structure at times that it was such a huge difference. We're like, what the fuck? Obviously, the art is different.
Yeah,
I just feel like
Very
maybe
different.
that art style wasn't the right one for a Dragon Ball, but it's still good art. I still like the art.
I mean, me personally, I think it looks great, but I do miss that old school like look of like OG Dragon Ball. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Vegeta's giant ass Whittle Peak.
fucking five head.
I never stayed up with Dragon Ball Super. Like, I don't really know what the fuck's going on. But now that Akira is, like, gone, I'm more like, damn, I wish I did keep up with it. I know I still can. It's just, like, a lot of backtracking now that I have to do.
Well, I know they were supposed to come out with another anime to like continue the Super
Story.
like series, yeah. Because there's a lot of the manga now, which they definitely could make a full anime out of.
You think they will?
And I can't wait for that because I heard like a bunch of stuff about another form of like Ultra Instinct, and there's Vegeta's new form.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like
Ultra Ego or some shit like that?
Yeah, boy.
Let me
there's
be
Ultra
honest.
Ego.
I fucking hate it.
What?
When I saw it, I was like, this is stupid.
I mean, it's just as far as looks go, it's Super Saiyan 3, but without the super long hair.
I'm not
And
talking
purple.
like I'm not talking about the way he looks. I hate Ultra Ego, seriously.
Oh, you like the name of it?
I
You mean?
fucking hate the name of it. It's so like it doesn't feel like any thought went behind it. It's not as cool
What
as
are you talking
Ultra
about?
Instinct. Like, that's fucking cool.
There was all the thought in the world. Ultra Ego is literally the best way to describe Vegeta.
That's
I mean-
exactly what I was gonna say too.
I mean, that's true. But it's still just like, it's not as cool as Goku's.
So you're feeling the stereotype that Goku's better than Vegeta.
In that aspect, yes, he got the better naming. I don't know what to call it. Transformation.
The
power
better
up.
named transformations.
Yeah. I
Well,
like
as far
how
as
it-
transformations go, they have the exact same ones except for the last ones.
I just don't like how they named it. That's pretty much it.
I mean, the way I see it is it's pretty fitting. Because, like, Ultra Ego is a very, suiting description of Vegeta. There's no one, I don't think there's anyone on the show with a bigger ego than him.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe Frieza.
I
Hello,
think,
monkeys.
I think. I don't know who would beat.
And then for Goku, it makes perfectly sense because, he's always had that killer battle instinct.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever since he was a wee little lad, he had always had that killer instinct.
I never finished Dragon Ball, but that was fucking hilarious to watch.
Dude, you should. I still to this day think Dragon Ball is the best show of all of them.
So far, that what I remember seeing, it is because the comedy is actually done really well. It doesn't feel forced or like awkward. Goku is really fucking funny.
Not just that, but the animation's really good too. Like I don't know if you guys like remember this, but like the animation and like the Namek saga is really fucking lazy.
Namek.
The animation, you said?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember this.
It's just like a lot of like reused animations. Like
Oh,
like
well.
Frieza and Goku's fight is legit like 15 episodes. And the only reason why it's so long is because of how many fucking reused animations they do. It's super lazy. Like there's
Well-
this one part where Goku is like going after Frieza and he's like doing like rapid punches and then Frieza's dodging them all by like just barely moving his upper body. And it's like a 10 frame animation that they loop for like a minute. And then there's this other one where Goku's doing backflips while Frieza's chasing after him with kicks. And same thing, it's like a 10 frame animation that they repeat over and over and over again.
I'm honestly not surprised though. There hasn't been an animation company who hasn't reused frames.
Like, but it's really lazy. Like seriously, like if you rewatch Z, the Saiyan saga is good. Then you get to the Namekian saga, and that shit's lazy. It is such a slog to watch through, honestly.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch it because I vaguely remember that.
Because a couple years ago, when I did my thing of rewatching the entire Dragon Ball series, dude, all of Dragon Ball was like awesome, except for like a couple parts towards the end with Piccolo. And then I get to Z, and it's like, yeah, the Saiyan saga. And then I get to the Namekian saga, like, yeah, the Namekian saga, which is really long, by the way. The Namekian saga is really long. You know how I feel about long arcs.
Well, I know how you feel about long movies, but never long arcs.
Well, I talk about how the War arc in Naruto is too long, and how the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter is too long, and the fact that they're way too long like brings it down for me.
Yeah, Jiren doesn't like invested shows.
It's not that I don't like being invested; it's the fact that they're long for no reason. You know what I mean?
They're long for the sake of being long.
Like of all these arcs, the only one I can really like give what's it called? Like credit for being long is the War arc in Naruto, simply for the fact that literally the whole world is at war. And so to make it feel realistic, there's a lot of things going on at the same time, so there's a lot of stuff that's, they're showing off.
Like a lot of things happen.
But there's also a lot of fucking filler in that arc too though. Which makes it even longer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then so the Namekian saga is super long, and then you get to the fight with Goku and Frieza, and they're fucking reusing lazy animations. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, this is not fun to watch. It's not until even after Goku goes Super Saiyan, the fight still lasts for like 2 more episodes.
Damn. It's really that long?
Yeah.
Don't forget that Frieza is also like super tanky. He tanks Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha and the Spirit Bomb, which in theory should have destroyed Frieza because it's supposed to destroy anything that's evil.
It's supposed to.
But it didn't. There wasn't really an
Hello.
explanation for Frieza surviving that, but whatever.
Hello, Earth monkeys.
Probably just because he's tanky is my guess.
Plot armor. Maybe Toriyama forgot about that. He was like, "Oh."
I'm
I'll
trying to
allow
think
it.
Is
Toriyama
there
forgets
anybody
about
else?
a lot of stuff, honestly. It's pretty funny.
It is kind of
That's
funny.
what I'm
Is there
saying.
anybody else who's ever survived a Spirit Bomb? Frieza has.
I mean, it's what killed Kid Buu, so he didn't survive.
Yeah, Boo died to the Spirit Bomb.
Technically, Frieza? No, not Frieza. Vegeta?
Oh, Vegeta gets hit by it, yeah.
Yeah. And he gets, really knocked back by it, but he doesn't die.
Dude, if we're talking tanky, actually, Vegeta should have died in that fight. He gets so beat the fuck up. He gets hit by the spirit bomb. He gets beat the fuck up. He gets his tail chopped off. Gohan falls on him as a great ape. Like, he takes so much shit in that fight, and he still is able to crawl away somehow.
True.
Because he's a G.
Meanwhile, Nappa, he just breaks his back.
Ooh. Yeah, Nappa gets fucking one-shotted. Anyways, rest in peace, Akira.
Yes.
You guys want to talk about something that's not depressing?
Yeah, actually. Here is something that I ask some people at work, and I never thought about asking you guys this.
I'm scared.
What song is stuck in your head right now?
The Dragon Ball intro right now.
Which one?
Kala, Hechala, Maybach, Bruno. However it goes. It's like running in my head right now.
It's funny because the one that I think of is the Dragon Ball Z Kai one. That one's catchy as fuck.
I don't know that one.
It's the one that goes like dun 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 dun, don't stop, dun dun dun
that's from
don't
Kai?
stop, dun stop, bum ba bum. We can't find paradise. All we have to do is go free your soul.
I didn't know that was from Kai.
Mysteries above, made of a deep
also didn't know.
energy. It's a fuck ass song.
You know what
ass.
song?
I would fuck ass to it.
You know what song came to my head earlier today when I was walking to my car? I haven't
Which
heard
one?
this song in years, and somehow it came to head. It goes, "Cat loves food, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cat loves food, yeah."
Oh, I remember
That's
that song.
from the Abridged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It just
Yeah, no,
came
I'm not.
out of nowhere on my way to my car, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the song. I just know that it's from the Abridged.
It's funny.
You watched the abridged, didn't you?
Cat loves food, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cat loves food, yeah.
But yeah, I've had quite a few songs stuck in my head today. There's one that's called the song is literally just called Bailando, and it goes like Bailando, bailando, amigos, adios, adios. And I'm just like, dude, why this fucking song stuck in my head? I heard this shit at Target.
Bailando, bailando.
Oh no, that's another one.
Subale bajando. I know. But
I was telling my other friend that one song that I like to sing but I don't know the lyrics to is actually Despacito.
Really?
Despacito.
Okay, I'm
this
sorry,
is
that
how we do
doesn't
it down in
sound
Puerto
judgmental.
Rico.
But specifically the part where that one dude starts talking all fast and he's like tantandalo, tantambo, tantandalo, opa tatato, tandalo, opa tatato, tandalo, hananana bara bidi bum bum, hanamana dara bara bidi bum. It just sounds like
I'm
I'm
sorry, how does
speaking
it
Arab.
go? Oh my god. Oh shit.
Dude, I think he's speaking Arab.
You just started hearing that fucking
Ya no puedo, man.
what the fuck is that? Scimitar? No. The Skatar? What
Skatar?
the fuck is that? No, what's that fucking the guitar that the Arabs use?
Sitar.
The sitar, that's the one.
No, sitar.
That's what I
Whatever,
said,
man.
sitar.
It's an instrument. It's a musical instrument.
Oh my god.
It's a delicate instrument.
Is this racist?
No. Oh wait.
That's down.
I'll get back to you on that. I'll let you know.
Oh my god.
Now, the song that I got stuck in my head, I was actually singing it earlier. I don't know if you recognize it or heard me sing it earlier, Ruby. It's the one that's like, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can
my fucking
live
God,
for
dude.
you. You can let it in. No one else can feel the weight on your lips.
Oh. Is it lips? Skin?
That's the second part.
Oh.
That song plays at work, and it's one of the ones that I'm just tired of.
Is there one that
Yeah,
fucking
bitch.
doesn't play at work?
What's up?
Is there one that doesn't play at work?
Um,
Trick answer, no.
Without
Trick
Me
answer.
by Dayseeker doesn't play at work.
I don't even know what that
Do
one
they
is.
play Closer by Neo?
Close.
Yeah, they do actually, but that's one of the
Hell
songs
yeah.
that I welcome. Come
Come
closer,
closer.
come
Come
closer,
closer.
and I just can't pull myself
We sing
away.
this every
And
episode.
Under her spell, I can't
I
break.
just
I
can't
just
stop.
can't stop. I just can't stop.
I just can't stop.
I just can't stop.
Come closer.
Anyways, that's a good song.
It's an amazing song. That's why we sing it every episode.
But yeah, I got that other song stuck in my head because of a TikTok. I actually sent it to you last time you came over, Francisco. It was that dude that was like, "This song ain't a banger," and then it comes on and he's like singing and dancing to it, walking down the hallway. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can. Anyways, yeah. Good song. Good song.
God, there's like a few songs that exist in the world that I would consider to be like NPC songs. You will never
NPCs?
ever like you will hear this song play everywhere, but you will never actually see a person pull out their phone and look for it and start playing it.
Like
Like an example is that one song that goes like, "Honestly, I wanna see you be brave."
Yeah, my dad plays that actually.
Real shit, like unironically.
Yes, he actually likes Katy Perry. I wanna see you.
That's Katy
be
Perry?
brave.
That's not Katy Perry.
And that don't. Oh, maybe it's not. But I've heard my dad play that song. I've even heard that song come out on the fucking radio.
Yeah, you hear it play on the radio or at work, but you never hear or like you never see anyone like pull it up and listen to it unironically.
Yeah, but I've heard my dad play that song.
I don't even know what song that is, to be honest.
That's literally the only thing that I know from the song is that lyric, like, "Honestly, I wanna see you be brave."
Tell me what you wanna say, and
Yeah, I
let
don't know
the words fall out. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of NPC songs out there, like songs that you'll always hear, but no one actually wants to play them.
Well,
I'm trying to think of one now, actually, but I can't.
Well, what's the song that plays the most at like work? Well, I
don't
guess it
think
doesn't
so.
really apply to you, does it?
I was about to say whatever I decide to play because I just drive alone in my car by myself.
Yeah.
and I can't play music, so none.
When I used to work at Discount Tire, it was just whatever the radio would play because we weren't allowed to play our own music anymore.
Yeah.
And mainly it was like country or like hip hop.
That sucks.
So I don't really know. I don't know the name of any of those songs if I even was paying attention to them in the first place.
Oh man, I know there's like so many fucking songs out there like that though, where like it's just super generic. I can't really think of another way to like describe the music other than generic and to the point where like you listen to it so many times that it's no longer a song, it's just like noise that you don't really pay attention to.
Close.
I mean, a song that I can think of that's really popular that I personally don't like is the song Footloose.
Oh yes, that song is annoying. It's been overplayed so much.
You know that one?
I never hear it, so I can't agree with you on that just because I never hear it.
You gotta cut footloose, a footloose.
Yeah,
I know the
Got
song,
Sunday
I just don't
shoes.
hear it.
Well, be blessed, Anya.
Hold on, now I need to pull up just fucking retail music playlist.
But
Where
do
the fuck's
you?
my phone? Here it is.
Do you?
Yes, because I know there's plenty of songs that fit that criteria.
I don't really pay attention to like radio or anything, so I wouldn't know, to be honest. I just play whatever I feel like it.
Jesus, the first song that pops up is "Stay" by Kid Laroi. That's like the farthest thing away from.
I don't
Like
know.
stay
call
by,
it?
like stay by me.
No, "Stay" is the one that goes like, I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I'd change, even though I knew I never
Oh, I do
could."
know that song.
Know
Yeah,
that
but
I
that
can't
I've literally
live
never heard
without
that song
as
play
good
at
as you.
retail. This is fucking stupid.
I need you to stay. I need you to stay.
That shit's fucking stupid.
Wake up. There's something.
Oh, "Rumor
wasted.
Has It" by Adele. I fucking hate that song.
I
I fucking hate that song.
Oh, I hate that song too.
I
Actually,
just don't like Adele.
I don't mind
I don't give
Adele,
a shit.
like-
I don't like her.
I don't mind Adele, but that fucking song, it's too repetitive for me.
But rumor has it.
I swear, 50% of that song is just "Rumor has it, rumor has it,
Discord cut you
rumor has it." Woo. And I'm
I
just like,
really
bitch,
don't like
shut
that
the
song
fuck up.
Dude, Discord cut you off. That shit is so funny. Oh,
I'm trying to. This is fucking pissing me off. I'm good.
don't get too upset, man. We're supposed to be talking about the things we like.
But rumor has it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, that song is still stuck in my head. Bailando, bailando. Came on, like, if you listen to this, if it's the same, like, vibe as, what, that one song, the one that goes like, Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha.
Like the original version, or
Yeah,
It's Maya who? Maya
I think
ha.
I think it's called, like, Dragongstite, or something like that.
what
called
the
Maya
fuck?
Key.
I don't think it is.
No, I'm pretty sure it's called like Dragonstein. Hold on.
Dragon these nuts.
Draco Malfoy?
Allo. Zalut. Hold on.
That's called Numa Numae.
It's called Dragostai Dinte.
No, it's
Nah,
Numa
it's
Numa.
Numae.
No, it's
Numa,
called
Numa,
Dragonstone Dinte.
No!
Numa Numae.
Numa Numa Numa
Aqui,
Batisto
Aku. Allo. Zumbrida ma.
Francisco, I would drive to your house and stab
Destino.
you.
What'd you say?
I hear Ruby laughing in real life.
I did not hear a single word she said. That's why I'm asking.
I think she's something about driving to her house, but I didn't quite get it either.
Oh, okay.
She's,
Oh, I
she's
can
still
hear her.
laughing in person.
I can hear her through your mic, Junior.
How?
I don't know. I just heard her take a deep breath, like.
She's 2 rooms away, and I don't even see my like little icon popping up.
Oh shit. That shit funny.
She's still going. I genuinely don't know why she's laughing.
Oh shit. No. What is it? I don't know if
God,
it's
I can't
either.
wait to mute her.
I can't tell if it's either the song "Believer" or "All Star" that
No.
plays. No, it's got to be "Believer." When
Oh
that
my
song plays
God.
at work, I'm jamming, dude.
Oh,
The
dude,
one
I'm
where it's
fucking,
like, and then I saw her face.
I'm
That's the
fucking
one.
I'm a
crying.
believer.
But it's not the Shrek version. It's like the OG version. But it's still a banger. And then I saw her face.
It's got to be the Shrek one, bro.
Oh my god, that was
I'm
so
a
funny.
believer,
Not a
not a
trace
trace
of doubt in my mind.
down in my mind.
I'm in love.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I'm a believer. I could believe
I couldn't leave her if I
tried.
tried.
Man,
Oh my
I,
It's just
I
good
could
sauce.
I could only think of the Eddie Murphy like, and then I saw her face. Now I'm
yeah.
a believer. Hey,
Not a trace of doubt in my
Francisco, you
mind.
really didn't hear what
I believe, I
said?
believe, I 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 believe. Sing it with me.
I believe.
Francisco,
Yeah?
you really didn't hear what I said right now?
No, I didn't.
Because,
What'd you say?
it's because I don't remember what you're. Oh, you kept saying the song name wrong, and I was like, Francisco, I will drive over to you and kill you, and you're like, what?
That's why you were dying of laughter.
That's why I was laughing my ass off.
Wait, what song name?
Dragons the Day.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Numa, 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 yay.
Tinsu Kingsu Vragdista Day.
Eating gangsters for breakfast every day.
Because I actually didn't know that Francisco didn't hear me. I thought he did, and that's why he stopped singing.
No. You know, I'm scrolling through the retail store mix, and I'm seeing songs in here like Imagine Dragons and shit.
I'm breaking up.
Halo by
Ash
Beyonce.
and dust.
Oh, The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. That song's actually kind of nice.
The Middle by... Is that the one where it goes like... Oh, fuck. I've definitely heard this song before. How's it go again?
It's the one that goes like, "Hey, don't write yourself off yet.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
feel left out
That song's
and
boring.
look down on."
It just takes some time. Little bit of in the middle, out the right. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
Alright.
That's right. I remember the song now.
Yeah, that one's okay.
What else we got? Oh, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
By the what?
By the Bee Gees.
More like BJ's.
Yeah, no, there's too many songs in this, and it's not the ones that play at my work. And I literally can't, like, think of the songs that play at work. Like, I have to hear them in order for me to remember them. Like, that's how fucking generic they are.
Talk about the mind of a fish.
I don't have the mind of a fish. I got the
The
mind of a
mind of a
shark.
fish.
Uh-huh.
Ain't that just a big fish?
No, because sharks have gills.
And fish have...
Fins.
And sharks have...
The little horn thingy at the top of them.
That's not a horn.
It's a fin. It's a big fin. It's a big top fin. It's a dorsal fin. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Dorsal fin.
And fish have...
Friends, not food.
Gaping mouths.
Francis.
And sharks have...
Lots and lots of teeth.
I'm gonna
And
help you
fish
out on this,
have-
Francisco.
Don't help me.
Not
Let's
gonna-
proceed.
No, you're
Let
not gonna
us
win.
proceed.
Let us pray.
So, Francisco, you put something in here that I was very intrigued about. I've been having to wait for like 2 fucking weeks to ask about it.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh wait, was it you? No, it was Junior. What do you mean Rooster Teeth is shutting down?
Oh, that
yeah.
wasn't me. That was Danny.
Oh, well, still.
But I did hear about that news, though. You guys didn't hear about it?
I did.
not.
Okay, so you know how Warner Brothers acquired Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I said yeah. You didn't hear me?
Oh no, I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
So apparently they're shutting down Rooster Teeth after what 20 years of them being open or whatever the fuck.
Something like that, yeah.
I didn't read the article, but I have an article saved here. Just because I wanted to read it on the podcast for you guys, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hope there isn't too much fucking yammering in this article, but we'll see here. Let's see. So Rooster Teeth is biting the dust after more than 2 decades. Parent company Warner Bros. Discovery, after unsuccessful attempts to sell the unprofitable fandom, gaming and comedy entertainment division, is shutting down Rooster Teeth operations. Rooster Teeth general manager Jordan Levitt announced the shutdown of Austin-based Rooster Teeth at an all-hands meeting Wednesday and in a memo distributed to staff. The closure of Rooster Teeth will result in layoffs of its approximately 150 full-time employees and throw dozens of contractors and content creators out of work as well.
Jesus
It is with the
Christ.
heavy burden It is with a heavy heart I announce that Rooster Teeth is shutting down due to challenges facing digital media resulting from fundamental shifts in customer behavior and monetization across platforms, advertising, and patronage. Levin wrote in a memo obtained by Variety. Our legacy is not a collection of content, but a history of pixels burned into our screens, minds, and hearts. Warner Bros. Discovery is currently in talks to sell the rights to certain Rooster Teeth catalog content and intellectual property, such as the popular anime-style series RWBY, pioneering sci-fi spoof Red vs. Blue, and Michael B. Jordan's animated mecha series Genlock, in addition. The WBD is seeking to sell the Rooster Teeth podcast network, with shows spanning gaming, true crime, fandom, comedy, and food, for which the time being will continue to operate. And this article does fucking just start yapping and yapping. But yeah, the general consensus of that is Rooster Teeth was unprofitable, so Warner Brothers is canceling them.
Damn. That sucks.
So yeah, to all the RWBY and Red vs. Blue fans out there, hopefully they sell it to somebody who's willing to keep the doors open.
Well,
Yeah, what are the odds of that?
not very high.
Not very high, considering the tank and quality that RWBY took.
I was about to say,
Well, yeah.
not very high.
It just comes as a surprise to me that Rooster Teeth will be shutting down, because they seem like such a colossal space as far as like entertainment goes,
Yeah.
that I never would have foreseen this happening, especially with the support of Warner Brothers. You know what I mean?
Well, you never know what's gonna happen. Life is like a box of chocolates.
You always know what you're going to get.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Leave it out in the sun, it's gonna melt.
I mean, yes, that is true.
Life is
Well,
like a box of chocolates.
I hope something
Uh,
good comes for them, because that really does suck.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really affect me personally all too much, because I didn't watch too much Rooster Teeth content. The thing I watched the most of was RWBY, but then I stopped after season 6 or whatever.
Yeah, it definitely
So-
made a bad turn, in my opinion.
It's alright.
Some of the
I didn't like the last season that came out.
some of the older gaming stuff though, the what was it called? What was that Rage compilation called where that dude was playing Halo Reach Lasso? Do you remember what that was called, Francisco?
Are you talking about the Rage Quit series?
Is that what it was?
Well, there was this dude, and he literally just played difficult portions of games while commenting on it. And one of the games he did play was Halo Reach. That's when
Yeah,
he
that shit
was
fucking
on the
funny.
road again, driving by, delivering shit on the road again.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I saw the one where he played the Impossible game, and one where he played Call of Duty World at War. That shit was funny.
Call of Duty World at War. That's a great game.
Yeah, he played I forgot what mission he played, but it was really bad with grenade spamming. And at one point, he was surrounded by literally 4 grenades, and he's like, "What do I do here? What do I do here?" And then he dies, and he's like, "Son of a bitch!"
Sounds like oh god, what was it? The last mission, I think, when you're storming the we're storming the Capitol building. You got everybody there. You got your tanks and shit with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like to me, at least. You beat that campaign, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you never beat that campaign?
I think I was on the last mission.
Bro, you gotta beat it. That shit, that final climactic part is just so good.
I kind of want to... I do want to play it. I just... Yeah, I think I just will on my own. And I'll tell you how it is.
That's one of my favorite campaigns.
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. I just don't like how Roebuck like bit the dust. No, what's his name? What was that one dude?
Which dude?
He opens the door in this one place and then he gets like killed.
I don't know. You kind of just described multiple people.
I don't know. It happens at the end of a mission when you have Sergeant Roebuck and then some dude, and they're like, "All right, we got this all good." And then the dude opens the door, and then a Japanese dude comes through the door, and he stabs him. He's like, "Oh, no!"
He stabs. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he stabs him with the bayonet, and then everybody shoots him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I don't remember the name of the dude though. It's been a long time since I played it.
But yeah, it's I remember that. I was just like, God damn it. I also remember take out those fucking PT boats.
Oh yeah, I know that mission. That's a great mission.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice.
That's the only mission you can't play in co-op campaign.
Oh really?
Yeah, you do the whole
Co-op
game except for that
campaign.
mission.
I remember our playthrough for that. That shit was
Oh, we
funny.
did play through that together.
We played a little bit, yeah. Because remember I tried to revive you and then you got run over by that tank?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay,
what
I
a-
remember that.
Yeah, that shit was
Good
funny.
times. Good times. Take me back.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever said, take that, you fucking nerd.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then there was another part where I was like running through some trenches and I just started like spewing shit in Spanish. I was like, "Tenemos crocodilos son amigos."
Sounds like you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You should have
Yeah.
been there, ready.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you just say marry their princess? Doesn't she hate you? Of course she does. That's all the more why I love her.
So are you quoting the Mario movie right now?
Yeah.
Man, I remember watching that in theaters 3 times.
What? You did?
Yeah.
Damn. Did not remember that.
I went once with one group of friends, and then I went once with you guys, and then I went again with Mom and Dad.
So Francisco, I don't know if we told you yet, but my daughter has moved on to the next movie, which is a Super Mario movie.
Mm-hmm.
And rewatching it as many times as I have, I'm like, damn, I never catched this the first time. Oh, damn, that's pretty cool. And I'm still laughing at the same stupid ass jokes.
Like, which ones?
I'm still laughing at fucking DK.
Yeah,
Bring
really?
it back. Yes.
I'll never forget when I saw the R-Wing on Mario's table thing. And I, like, kind of jumped a bit. I looked at Gina and I just sat back down into my seat.
What?
And that was my second time watching it when when we watched it together. So I had already known about it too.
Dude, I won't forget Danny losing his shit when the DK thing happened.
Laughing his ass off.
Dude, oh my god. I haven't heard him laugh so hard like that in a while.
Are we talking, like, when they're doing the Mario Kart, or...
When they were doing the DK arena, and he's like, wave back, Dad! Just fucking lost his shit. And we're just looking at him
Yeah, he
like, it wasn't that funny.
It was to him.
It was for him.
Dude, speaking of watching movies in theaters though. Yo, Ruby. Come Dune Bucket?
Oh.
So, it has been proven. People have bought this. Do you guys know what the Dune bucket looks like?
No.
No.
Okay, so you know how when special movies come out, like the Avengers or Spider-Man, they have like their specialty buckets, like the collectible
Spider-Man.
buckets.
Yeah.
So they had one for Dune, where I don't know the movie, I don't understand the plot, but there's this big ass sandworm apparently
Oh no.
That's part of the plot, Junior. Shush, shush. Okay, so the bucket is like the body of the worm, and then I have never seen this before. The opening to the bucket is like if you're looking inside of the worm's mouth. So you know how the Mandalorian, when he fell inside of the sandworm, it has like all these fucking like bristles and shit as you're like going down.
The teeth? Yeah.
The bucket has that. So to get popcorn, you have to dip your hand through these like fucking teeth and tongues and silicone slabs to get to the popcorn. And as you're picking up your hand, it like fucking bristles back popcorn like away from your hands. It's a very frustrating design to use it. But to just look at it, it's kind of like, okay, it's cool. It's the sandworm from the movie. People, specifically men, bought this popcorn bucket and were feeling a little lonely.
They fucked the bucket.
They fucked the bucket.
Oh, that shit's
You guys gonna
funny.
watch Dune?
No,
and,
I'm not.
like, came in the bucket and gave it to people.
Wait, what? They
Wait,
actually
They
did
were
that?
giving it?
Yes.
Where's mine?
And for the longest time, they were debating on recalling the buckets to change the designs. Because people were doing that.
Looks
Wait,
fine to
so-
me.
Wait, you mean employees were doing that?
It doesn't say employees or people, just that it has happened. And I'm just like, what in the actual fuck?
Because when you say they were giving it to people, that makes it sound like the employees were doing it and then we're still using it to sell it.
Yep, but it didn't specify. So that's what's happening with it. A lot of people are grossed out, not buying those buckets. So of course the theaters who bought it for thousands of dollars are losing money.
I'll take 20.
I was about to say that.
So yeah, that's what was happening, and it's funny, and at the same time, it's really fucking gross.
That's fucking amazing. I can't wait to go on Pornhub and see all those videos making those buckets.
Ah!
Wait.
You nasty.
Wait.
You're nasty.
It's called supply and demand. That's what America's all about, baby.
Apparently.
Damn.
But that is what's happening. Of course, this was a couple weeks ago. I don't know if there's been a resolve for this, but this was the hot topic a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, here at the Mighty Beans podcast, we don't follow up with our stories. We just bring them up.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You think we do research? We just say shit, man.
You're...
Your
You think I'm gonna remember half the shit that we talk about, like, later on? Nah.
You don't
Ruby
remember
already
what
fucking
you
forgets.
said.
I forget everything, dude.
Dude, the other day, I don't remember what it was, but we were talking about something. And then Ruby, like, brought up some topic that we had talked about in the podcast. And I was like, yeah, dude, you don't remember that? We talked about it on the podcast. And Ruby was like, no, I don't remember. And it was literally, like, the next day after recording or some shit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's like, how can your memory be so fucking bad?
Sounds about right.
Give yourself CTE to forget the pain.
What's CTE?
CTE, I don't remember what the exact thing stands for. It's some long ass fucking word. But basically, it's what happens when you keep taking, like, when you keep getting concussed over and over again, basically.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Oh God.
CTE. Let me look up what the full acronym is real quick.
DDT!
Okay, Google. What does CET stand for?
It means suck my balls.
For a second, I thought that was actually, like, what was playing.
Oh wait, no, it's not CET.
really-
It's CTE.
You really thought that it was her saying that?
Yeah, I was wrong.
Could you
Okay, no,
imagine?
it's
oh
not.
my
It wasn't CET. It was CTE, and it stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Junior, do I need to come
Yeah.
over there and tell you what it says?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
I'm feeling some trauma right now.
Hold on, can I make Google say it for me? Hold on. Is that a thing? Text to speech?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
What a
Did you guys hear
fucking
that?
what a fucking what?
You didn't hear that?
Yeah.
I think I shout
Yeah.
to my mic.
Suck a lot of feet.
Chronic
Suck a
traumatic
lot of feet?
encephalopathy.
Traumatic
Chronic traumatic
encephalopathy.
encephalopathy.
Cephalopathy.
That's basically when you just keep getting fucking bonked in the head over and over again.
Fair enough.
Bunk.
Dunk. I just hear the
Big
little
ooga
horny
booga.
donk.
The bonk.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of CTE, actually,
Uh-oh.
did you hear that Jake Paul's supposed to be boxing Mike Tyson?
I did hear that. Hope he gets
No.
his ass whipped.
I feel like I'm that
So-
one dude that just never knows what the hell's going on, so I always need an explanation.
I happened to come across it because I opened up my TikTok, and it's literally the first video that popped up on my TikTok was a clip of Jake Paul announcing the fight. So they're supposed to be fighting in, I think it's June or July, one of those two, and it's going to be streamed on Netflix. And supposedly this is the first ever quote unquote professional sports event to ever be played on Netflix.
Really?
Which is kind of weird that they would choose Jake Paul of all fuckers. But I was reading the comments, and people were showing clips of Mike Tyson's training versus Jake Paul's training. And dude, watching Tyson's training and comparing it to his old like boxing videos, he still got the fucking hands, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, dude.
For him,
he's
it's like riding a bike. You
so-
just don't forget how to box.
Yes, dude.
He-
He's so fucking fast.
He is gonna put Jake Paul in the fucking dirt, dude. And if somehow, by some ungodly reason, Mike Tyson loses this fight, that's proof that it's rigged.
Yeah, I can see that. I still remember what was it, the Pacquiao versus Mayweather
Oh
fight?
my god, I'm salty about
Oh.
that.
Mayweather greasing himself up so he can slip and slide around the whole arena.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally rigged.
Mayweather, the professional runner.
No
Wrong
shit.
sport, bro.
He'll still kick our asses, though.
Yeah. Only because of the endurance.
Nah,
and,
he'll
and the
still
strength
box
of the
us out.
arms.
Yeah.
What's up?
I said, nah, he'll definitely box us out. He doesn't need a run from us.
Yeah.
No shit, huh? We better fucking run from him.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
But not for me. So yeah, I've never actually paid to watch a sporting event, nor have I actually cared enough to go out of my way to watch a sporting event. The closest to that would have been the Creator Clash, where I watched a little bit of it. This might be the first time. I might actually watch this one because it's very fucking intriguing to me.
If it's free, I'll watch it.
It definitely won't be.
I'm not watching it.
I'll pay for it. You just come over.
All right, I'm down.
That
the
easy,
popcorn.
huh?
Yeah, I am a simple man.
I am
I get the
but
popcorn and little
simple man.
smokies and some pretzels. We'll get the whole thing going.
I fucking hate pretzels.
Well, they're not for you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, what say you, Ruby? You want to watch the match?
Let's do it. Fuck
Don't
it.
want to go?
I want to see this little girl get his ass kicked.
I do too, honestly. This is going to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah. if Mayweather really does just throw this shit away,
Mayweather?
or not Mayweather,
Mike
fuck,
Tyson.
Mike Tyson. I don't think he will.
Racist much?
I think no.
The cat?
It's because we were talking about Mayweather's fight against Pacquiao, but I don't think Tyson will do it. It doesn't seem like he would just easily throw away his like ego, basically his title as champion.
If he lost to somebody like Jake Paul, it would definitely be a taint on his career.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a boxing expert or anything, but I do from time to time watch boxing matches, and I've done like a little bit of research on like particular stances and techniques and the history of boxing, this and that. So boxing is one of those things where it's piqued my curiosity enough to do a little bit of research and watching, and it is entertaining to watch for sure. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've watched hundreds of hours of boxing matches or I'm an expert or anything like that.
Analyze the
But
entire history of left hooks.
Yeah. But I can still say with confidence that Jake Paul, he's a decent fighter. Okay, I'm not going to say like he's not. But he's definitely nowhere near in the realm of somebody like Mike Tyson. Even though Mike Tyson's like fucking 60, I still don't see Jake Paul fucking coming out on top.
No way.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll last a couple minutes just because he has the stamina. But once Tyson is warmed up, he's done. I think he's on the mat done.
I think the only way he can win is if he tires him out. Because of the fact that he's young and Tyson's so much older, his best bet is to tire him out and like wait out the rounds. The problem though is that even if you're blocking hits, getting hit like in the arm or something like that, taking hits will still tire you out.
Yeah.
So if Tyson's throwing out these fucking, knockout punches, which he's known for, and Paul's like eating them, dude, like there's only so much he can withstand at that point, especially considering the weight class differences.
I don't think his arms will last.
Because I don't know how much Paul weighs exactly. So I'm not sure if he's a heavyweight fighter, but Tyson was.
Yo, I can't
And he
wait
was
for
knocking out dudes bigger than him.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I can't wait for the memes. I can already see someone making a Mike Tyson and Jake Paul like Tekken characters and putting them against each other.
Oh my god, hell yeah. Dude, some of those Tekken characters are nuts.
Yeah, like Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, Goku, the Joker.
Motherfucking Albert Wesk.
I've seen John Wilkes Booth and Abraham Lincoln.
Wesk!
Who won?
I don't know. That's a screenshot.
You decide.
Oh man! Imagine if we had battles like that. I would like to see Barack Obama versus Putin.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
It's probably a thing. People
What's
get
up?
fucking creative with those character creators.
Dude, when Dragon Ball Xenoverse first came out, the first character that I saw in there that made me like cry of laughter was someone made John Cena.
Oh my god. And his name is John Cena! Actually, did you guys hear about the God of War live action?
There's a live action?
Wait, what?
So apparently Sony is going to pair with Netflix to make a God of War live action show. You guys haven't heard about that?
Huh. No.
So the story apparently goes, ever since the first game back in 2005, Sony has been trying to adapt God of War to the big screen, but just haven't found like the right studio to do it or like the right actor to play the role or anything like that.
Right.
And supposedly for a while, They were thinking about having The Rock play as Kratos,
No.
Oh my God.
which thank God they changed their minds because that would have been a fucking horrible idea. And then
Yeah.
after a while, they actually ended up offering the role to Dave Bautista,
Uh,
which he declined. Which thank fucking God because that was also a horrible idea. And so right now, I guess supposedly they don't have anybody like ready to go to play the role of Kratos.
Well, that's not an easy role to like fill in. So understandably, it makes sense why they're struggling.
You know, I thought about it for a while, and honestly, if you're gonna go with somebody that's a big name to get people to like draw more attention to the show, the best big name actor that I could think of to play Kratos is probably I forgot his name. Jason Momoa.
I can
As
see that.
Kratos?
Yeah, mainly because you guys know I'm watching Game of Thrones right now, and his character as Khal Drogo
Oh,
not that far off from a character like Kratos.
Yeah, you know what? I can see it now that you brought him up as Khal Drogo.
And he's got the
Boy.
build. He's got the build for it for sure. The body. He can do the voice. And if they decide to do like old Kratos, like in the remakes, he can do the beard.
Yeah, I can see it. Now that you're bringing it up like that.
But if
Imagine-
we're going for mainstream actors, he's the only one I can think of.
Imagine they get Christopher Judge to do it.
Apparently, the people were saying to do Christopher Judge since he's already the voice of him, and he even has the build. Like Christopher Judge is like a huge like buff dude. But there are other people who don't think he would do a good job of the role, like acting.
Yeah.
Like obviously he would do a good job voicing the role, but he wouldn't do a good job physically acting the role.
Yeah, acting and voice acting are like pretty different.
Yes,
I wouldn't
they are
say they're
different.
completely different because you can't do one without the other. I can't
Yeah,
think
they're not
of,
completely different, but it's definitely like it's definitely different enough to where you want somebody who's capable of doing both, or at least one or the other. Because I do hate it when people hire actors to do voice acting versus hiring a voice actor to do voice acting. You know what I mean?
remember that time
Yeah.
they got Drake to go on Ice Age 3?
Drake. I never saw Ice Age 3.
Ice Age 3 is
Don't remember either.
so Manny and his like mate, they have a kid, and the kid grows up, and the kid's hanging out with other mammoths, and one of them's voiced by Drake, and the other is voiced by Nicki Minaj.
I do not remember this.
See they're not even actors. Is the thing. Like, why do you hire these people?
Exactly.
Not only they're not voice
Like,
actors, they're just not even actors.
I'd say if you can act, you can maybe pass as a voice actor, and vice versa. Like there's a lot of voice actors that have made it out to be actors, like Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer, yeah. Johnny Young Bosch has done some live acting too.
Yeah, Ruben Langdon. He was in Power Rangers. He was an actor, and then he became, the voice actor for Dante, and
Yeah.
for Ken Masters for Street Fighter. And I mean, you got like Tom Hanks. He's an amazing actor, and I think he does Woody's voice pretty well.
Yeah, he does do the voice of Woody really well. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
it doesn't always translate though. Is my thing.
they go hand in hand. Of course, like you have like people that are better for voice acting, better people that are better for acting. But you can't do one without the other, is my opinion.
You are a toy.
Like take a look at Tommy Wiseau, for example.
Yeah,
He would not be able to voice act for shit if his acting is like that.
I mean that's true, but that's just him being a bad actor in general.
True.
My favorite example actually of this is Chris Pratt. Like
Oh,
his
God.
acting is pretty solid for the characters and the roles that he plays. But his voice acting for Mario, it definitely is not the best voice acting ever.
I liked his voice acting for Lego Movie.
Like if you you could really hear it in particular during any time like Mario screams or yells, you can really hear the not voice actor in him. Because the yelling in those scenes or the screaming is not convincing at all.
Oh, are they like a ah?
This would cut you out, so I'm not sure.
I did like a really unenthusiastic yell.
Yeah, that's pretty much what his yells sound like.
Now take a look at Sonic the Werehog's yells when he's like falls down a fucking cliff.
Oh yeah, that's fucking acting. That's like he just watched his family get executed right in front of him.
Oh my god.
He just got branded by a metal stake.
That's what it sounds like, really. Have you never heard the Werehog scream?
No.
She's played it in my stream before.
Yeah, but we didn't hear it.
Oh, right.
Well, I do it, but Discord will cut me out.
And I do it, but my voice is scratchy still.
So itch it.
Yeah, I do that by coughing.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, I do that by sucking dick.
That's plan B.
Hey, yo.
No, plan B is what you do afterwards when you accidentally poop in her.
I'm sorry?
What?
Plan B, why would you do that?
What's plan Z?
Plan Z!
God damn it.
You know, I just found out that plan Z is it's an actual thing from the SpongeBob movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Plan Z, that's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought Plan Z was just like a fancy title for the song.
No.
Speaking of which, have you heard his other songs besides Plan Z and Neon Tide?
No.
Pretty good. The one where he collabed with another artist, I forget the artist's name. That one's pretty solid.
Dude,
It
it's
has
called,
little to no. What's up?
it's called Boy What? I was
That's
like this.
that's the name of the artist.
Oh, okay.
But the one that he collabed with another artist, it's called "Battling My Demons."
Yeah.
It's a solid song, but it has little to no connection with the actual Bikini Bottom, so it kind of loses the SpongeBob charm. And the song after that kind of goes back to like the Bikini Bottom like roots, but is overall just kind of like an okay song.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's alright.
What would that be like? Alternative rock or like new metal, kind of like Linkin Park?
I think it's classified as new metal.
I could see that. I've actually been listening to this one song. It's called Hurricane by Hypervel.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, it's a freaking banger. I'm looking at my quick picks on YouTube Music right now. First one that pops up is Ashley by Escape to Fate.
Oh, I used to listen to the fuck out of that song.
They don't make songs like this anymore. It just has like a catchy chorus to it, and I can't stop singing it.
Ashley, baby, you make me feel so alive. I have purpose once again. Yeah, I used to listen to the fuck out of that song back in high school. And funny enough, the person that introduced me to that song was Danny's sister, Ashley.
Really?
She's like, you're gonna love this one.
That's actually what she said.
No, she didn't.
She was like, do you like Escape to Fate? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, dude, I love this song. And then she plays it. And I was like, yeah, I can see why.
Oh, it's funny. I'm talking about Plan Z, and then it shows up on my quick picks.
Oh, nice.
Right underneath Duality by Slipknot.
Dude, thank your FBI agent. He's looking out for you.
Too bad I'm a bigger fan of Neon Tide than I am of Plan Z.
Really?
Yeah. There's something about Neon Tide. I think I like the slow, methodical songs better. Obviously, there's a lot of exceptions, but take a look at how slow the song Without You by Dayseeker is compared to like other songs. And it just has like a better rhythm to it, you know what I mean?
I get what you mean by slower methodical songs, because there are definitely some songs like that I enjoy. Example is like Super Bloom by Silent Planet, and that song's really good. But there are two things about Neon Tide that I really don't like, which is the SpongeBob section. I don't like the SpongeBob section of that song. And during the breakdown, there's like the random part where Karen just goes like, clap, 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 till you can't take
get
it back.
enough. Or yeah, that's
And it's like, why the fuck are you saying that? That just kind of like, that just throws off the whole song.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's because of those two things I prefer Plan Z over Neon Tide, but I still do like Neon Tide.
I just try to forget that Karen's has a part in this song in general.
I never thought of it as Karen. I just thought it was like, just background music or background like vocals.
I mean, I just assumed it was Karen.
I think it's because there's this one song. It's called "Whatever" by the band Avoid, and it starts off with like, getting the beat like da da dun 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 dun, and then you just hear like, kind of like Karen from Neon Tide, but it literally just says robot voice, and then it breaks down dun 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 dun. If you really think about it, happens a lot more often than you think. There's always that one little voice.
The voices keep telling me to fight.
Robot voice.
Again.
Peggy 3.
Peggy 16. Well, I got something for you guys. A little hypothetical.
What's up?
So, when it comes to sequels / remasters to old games or franchises, how do you guys typically feel about them?
It better be done right.
That's really difficult to say because there are some remakes or remasters where like you can do just by like, having better graphics. But you also have the times where you can like change a thing here or there to make the story either like better or have it like age well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Anyways, why do you ask?
Because the other day I was thinking about games that deserve like a good sequel or like remaster to, and the first thing I thought of was Ninja Gaiden. So the last good Ninja Gaiden game we got was 3, specifically the Razor's Edge version, right? Because the original version of Ninja Gaiden 3 was not good. But even the Razor's Edge version of Ninja Gaiden 3 still isn't like as good as like Ninja Gaiden 2, for example.
Right?
What Ninja Gaiden 3 does right is its combat and like the music and stuff. The combat in Ninja Gaiden 3 is fucking phenomenal. But Ninja Gaiden 2 is definitely a better game as far as the complete package goes, as far as like the story and combat, as well as your upgrade material, exploration, finding upgrades, finding new weapons, things like that goes, right? Ninja Gaiden 2 was, in my opinion, the last completed Ninja Gaiden game that was really good. And I was thinking about ways that they could bring back the franchise. And I thought about Ninja Gaiden 4, right? Gameplay-wise, it'll play similar to 3. Just because, like I said, the gameplay in 3 is really fucking good. So if it was like literally the exact same, if maybe just smoother, that's what I would want. But if they changed it to where it was like a fast-paced open world, but also like an RPG, I think that'll really revitalize the franchise.
So kind of like Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah. So imagine like Elden Ring and Ninja Gaiden. But it plays more like Ninja Gaiden than it does Elden Ring. But the open world like RPG elements of Elden Ring slipped into Ninja Gaiden.
Okay.
I think that'd be pretty cool. And then you could do different builds. Like you could do like, sword build, or you could do like a ranged archery build or a magic build or something.
So pretty much have From Software make a Ninja Gaiden game.
Pretty much, yes. But it plays like Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
So if From Software and Team Ninja, you know, did a little collab, I think that shit will be fucking phenomenal.
All right. Yeah, I can see that. Because I know, like, a lot of people were really happy with the new Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though it plays nothing like the original, obviously.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. I hear it's really good too, and Danny won't stop talking about it.
Because it plays like in hack and slash now, where back then it was turn-based.
Yeah.
So obviously you're going to have some people that just wanted, like, you know, the exact same game just in today's graphics.
Today's graphics with updated playstyle, for sure, yeah.
Another example would be like the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah.
Because in this one, it's, you can, like, walk and shoot at the same time and you could in the original. You have breakable knives.
Yeah. A lot more collectibles to be found. Updated graphics, updated movement. You know, your Leon just in general moves a lot more smoothly.
But they also changed, like, the story. Like, Luis doesn't get killed by Sadler. He gets killed by Krauser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it happens way later in the game than normal too.
I did not know that.
So Luis sticks around a lot longer now.
Doesn't he fight with you sometimes too?
Yeah, in the typical house section he does, and then later on in the mines, he'll help you too.
I also
That's, like,
hate
right
the fact
before he
that
gets
in the re-releases of Resident Evil 4, they get rid of like the well, it looks like they've equipped the president's daughter with ballistics too.
How rude!
All of like the sexual like innuendo stuff, they got rid of it.
Yeah, that part was kind of annoying, but it's not that big of a deal.
I know. I just miss hearing it because it was good dialogue, honestly.
It was,
I think
yeah.
there's probably
And
too many
then
people
that's
complaining.
my biggest complaint about that is just the fact that they obviously caved into censorship, which I think is like annoying. I think censorship is like dumb.
Yeah, me too.
If it's an
But
adult
Leon,
game,
it was
it's gonna
6
have
hours since
adult
your last
things.
transmission. I was starting to get worried. Don't you mean lonely? Fucking love Leon.
You sly fox. And then he remains single for the rest of his life. Dude, that reminds me, Francisco, we totally need to play through 5 together.
Resident Evil 5?
Yeah.
Is it as good as 4 though?
No.
Only if you play with another person.
Okay. I'm down with that.
And then it's still not as good.
Oh well.
Now, Resident Evil 5 is fun if you play with another person. The game is, in general, not as good as 4, but it's still a solid game.
Okay. I could see that.
It's okay.
Too bad you play as like completely different characters though. In a completely different place.
You play as
Does it
Chris.
at least play the same as 4, or does it play like differently?
You'll see.
It's similar. You can move a little bit while aiming, if I remember correctly. It's been a little bit since I played it, but it's for the most part pretty similar. The biggest downgrade to that game is your inventory size.
And no Leon.
So you have like 9 cubes, and each cube can just hold one item. Is how it works. But you never get to upgrade your inventory space. But you can share inventory with your teammate.
Huh. Okay.
And the healing system is pretty cool. Like if you use a healing item near your teammate, it'll heal the both of you. So you
that's cool.
like
Save
you
resources
can,
that?
Yeah, save resources. So there's some things that are like, oh, that's really cool, and there's other things where it's like that's kind of annoying. But overall, as long as you play with another human, it's still a fun game.
AI. Dude, imagine if video games had the same AI systems as like today's AI, you know, making the images and the AI generated videos and shit.
I don't know how well that translates to like video game AI though.
I'm just saying, if it's possible, that shit would be like perfect AI.
I know there's this one indie game developer. I heard about this a long time ago, but he was trying to implement Chat GPT type of AI into his NPCs in the game.
Uh-huh.
It was like one of those open world type of games where you could talk to NPCs. But I guess there would be certain quotes of dialogue that would be planned that they would always say. And then once they ran out of those dialogues, it would use AI to generate more dialogue. So like an NPC will never run out of things to say, basically.
That would be pretty cool.
But I don't know what ended up happening to him. He got a lot of backlash for it because people are like AI bad. So I don't know if he continued or if he quit or not.
Yeah, I don't agree with AI on certain things.
As soon as he said that they would use AI for the NPCs, my mind went straight to Oblivion.
Indeed.
Snow. We need more snow. Can't have enough snow.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed.com.
It's hard to draw the line where it's acceptable for AI and where it's not. Because it's either you're okay with it or you're not. There's a lot of artists, of course, who are very against it, very like, AI is destroying the world, AI is this and that. It's like, well, AI has been in our lives for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like, your phone is AI'd. Her name is Siri, Alexa, Google, whatever you want to call it. There's AI in our cars. Just because it doesn't talk to us doesn't mean it's not there. So I feel like a lot of people are freaking out about something that's been around all our lives. They're just freaking out because now how advanced it is. Now
So here's the thing about...
Now what does it do?
Here's the thing about AI, though. Like, real AI doesn't actually exist right now. So the quote-unquote AI that we're all using today is not necessarily an actual artificial intelligence. It's actually more of like an artificial assistant that's capable of doing pre-programmed tasks, right? So all the quote-unquote AIs that are floating right now are all, while albeit impressive, are still limited to that predetermined programming. So true artificial intelligence capable of learning and adapting and coming up with its own conclusions and making its own decisions essentially still doesn't actually exist, right?
That would be like Cortana from Halo.
Yeah, that's a real AI. But what people are using, we call it AI today because it's pretty similar and it's just easier to say like AI. But what people refer to as AI today, I think is a good thing as far as like progressing technologically. But it's also it's pretty easy to abuse it, right? So like, people are creating like these AI art or AI videos, right? Like did you guys see that Sora video that came out like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was?
I heard about it, but I
no.
didn't see what it was about.
You know about it, Francisco?
No.
So Sora is a AI like program, and basically like about a year ago or something, it generated
Oh my god!
about a year ago or something. It generated a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, you've seen that, so
Yeah.
you know it looks really bad. But a couple weeks ago, that same program, Sora, generated an AI video of like a girl walking through like downtown like Tokyo or something like that. And at first glance, if you're not paying attention, it looks really fucking convincing that it was made by a real person. But if you could keep looking at it and you keep like
Studying
picking at it, digging at it, looking at little things here and there, you start to notice like where the AI is at. You start to notice the imperfections.
Yeah.
But that goes to show like how quickly AI has advanced, right? That's capable of creating such a like large scale scene that looks very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So people using AI for that purpose to create something entirely from scratch and to call it art, I think that is bad. But I think people using AI as an assisted tool, I think is really good. Example of that would be like Photoshop. Photoshop has implemented AI into its program, and
For
so
many
there's like a what's it called? Like an assisted AI like highlight tool, where Photoshop will use the AI to highlight certain things that will allow you to be able to like more easily edit like pictures and stuff.
I think it's called the magic wand.
No, there's like another thing. It's kind of like that, but it's something else. It's like much more advanced.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can use something like that to, help like editing, so you don't have to go pixel by pixel as if you're like trying to cut something out. I think using AI for something like that is good because it's very like it saves you a shit ton of time. If you just let the AI like highlight certain things for you versus you doing it pixel by pixel.
I agree. I think
I feel like
it
I've just
needs
been
to be
yapping.
used as what?
I feel like I've just been yapping. Have anything I've said that makes sense?
No, I'm understanding. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Like, with how people are using AI, too many people are using it incorrectly and then getting credit for something the computer did. Like, literally did. You just inputted a sequence of numbers, it spat out something, you said, I did this, when that's not how you should be using it. You should be using it to help you get to what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't think people should use AI to do everything for them. But if you use it to do one thing for you because it'll save you like literal hours of work, then it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Because that means you can then get more things done.
Like writing an essay.
Okay, maybe not that one.
It's like a calculator, right? The calculator is going to give you what you inputted. You can't say, I solved it, when the calculator, like shot it out. But if you use a calculator for only one portion of it and you did the rest yourself, then that's fine because it helped you. It didn't solve it for you.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, see, we've always had AI in the form of calculators.
But that's what I'm saying. AI has always been around us. As soon as you have a phone in your hand, that's a form of AI. You fucking talk to it, and it tells you what you're asking, right? Like, Alexa, what's the weather? The weather outside, that's AI, right? But we don't call it that. All of a sudden, people are saying, oh, AI has been advanced. AI now does this and that. Now, for some reason, there's this weird separation in our mind that AI is evil. I agree it can be used incorrectly, so there's a bad notation behind it. But there's also good AI that has helped us and has assisted a lot of people, especially in the military. Military has had such crazy advanced ass shit. They're probably like way ahead in years compared to the shit that we're seeing. I'm not surprised if they really do
Cortana,
in their fucking visors.
That orphanage in Syria.
Dude, Cortana already exists. That's the Windows assistant.
That's true.
But I'm talking like full-on actual AI. Like like this thing has a conscience. You know what I mean?
Hatsune Miku. Thank you very much.
Technically that's a Vocaloid, and it's programmed to do all these dances and whatnot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but she's my babe, and so is Cortana.
Well, she was my babe first. What's her last name?
Matthews.
Fuck.
Okay. I lost my train of thought now because of this fucking Cortana debate happening.
Oh yeah, what were we talking about?
Oh, as an artist, I feel like AI could be a welcoming thing. It's used, though, incorrectly, So I'm not supporting how a lot of artists are using it. So it's like this weird, I can't even say fight, this weird like shame on an artist if they use it right now. Because there's been some incredible things I've seen that I'm like, holy shit, this is AI generated? And then there's obviously terrible images where it's apparent they've used it and try to have sold it that it was their own or have scammed people.
I mean, like I said, it just depends. At least for me, it just depends on how you use it. If you're AI, like if you're generating AI art and trying to sell it off as your own piece, then definitely go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're using AI to like practice your art, like if you use AI to like, let's say you generate a piece of AI like art, and this is like just your off time, right? And then you're like, okay, let me see if I can recreate it, and then you try to free draw that and like to recreate it the best as you can to practice your own art. Then it's like, okay, yeah, that's a good way of using AI. It generates a piece of art, and then you try to recreate it to see how well you do, right? Or put your own twist on it or something.
Yeah.
Or even if you just use it as like a baseline, like if it generates like a scene of like, I don't know, like a group of angels fighting like a group of demons or some shit, and you're like, oh, that's a good idea, and then you use that idea, but like don't make like the exact same thing, just do something kind of similar. It's just a good way to like get ideas.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll never forget when I used DALL-E, the AI image generator. The first subject that I put on there was Kermit fighting Goku.
Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, really? How did it come out?
It was fucked. And then I put another one where it was Elvis Presley slapping Shrek. And it gave me an image of Elvis Presley's portrait, but with the Shrek features on it, so his skin was green and he had horns.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Ah, that show was funny. But that was
and
like,
then I saw her face.
but that was like the shitty AI back then.
Yeah, Dolly's advanced now. You should use Sora.
Sora?
Yo, when's your next stream?
If I'm lucky tomorrow.
Man, you getting lucky tomorrow? Shit.
I know, I was about to say, damn.
Alright, cool. I'm tuning in. Like
Woo!
a tuning fork.
Oh my god.
Cause I'm pretty sure I'm not sick anymore. It's just like I'm hoping it's just allergies, because it's just like a scratchy throat and just like congestion in the morning. But other than that, oh yeah, and then every time I cough, I get like a small headache. But other than that, I'm like perfectly fine.
It's very possible that's all it is, because it's definitely allergy season right now, and I'm feeling the full effects of it.
You always feel the full effects of it, though. Let's be real here.
But like, especially during this time of year, though.
Every time you come to my house, man, it seems like you always feel it.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's almost like there's two walking balls of allergens just in your house.
Wah, wah. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, anybody
Okay.
else got anything they want to talk about? You guys want to call it a little early?
So real quick, I thought it was really funny because this was the definition of taunt to get bodied. Actually, two things. One is on TikTok. There was I don't know if she was a border patrol or a sheriff, someone who was pretty high up in the law enforcement. She was talking shit about people driving and how to get the fuck out of her way because she's allowed to drive 90 miles an hour on the freeway, but not you pedestrians who need to get the fuck out of my way. Basically just like shit talking the general public.
Nice.
Her officer or whoever who is a boss fired her because they saw her TikTok.
Nice.
So, taught to get bodied, right? Get fucked. Her name was Brianne Strauss. I don't know how to say that.
It was
Yeah.
Brienne of Tarth.
Dude, if you're gonna shit talk someone, don't wear your fucking uniform. She was in full uniform, her badge, everything.
Here's my badge number
Try-
and all that shit.
try to be discreet. You know, this is the time to use that voice changing audio. Okay, be smart about it.
Hit him with the Batman.
Like, come on.
It's like you're talking to a dog.
Second thing, don't know if you guys seen or heard anything about it. Rumor has it that Walmart are taking.
Rumor has it.
Oh my
God damn it.
fucking god! Good night.
Damn, she left.
Okay, so at Walmart, they're getting rid of self-checkouts. And they're going to start, quote-unquote, charging people $100 to start using them.
Wait, what?
So, I did a little bit of research to be like, what? This is totally fucking catfishing. It can't be real. The $98 thing is for members who subscribe to Walmart Plus. Because it's like $100 a year or some crazy ass shit, right? They are planning to have self-checkouts to only be for the subscribers. To pay for the convenience of going to self-checkout, scanning their shit, and leaving, not having to go through a cashier. Walmart has noticed that they are losing a lot of fucking money, no surprise, for self-checkouts, and are bringing cashiers back. Why they got rid of them in the first place was a fucking stupid move, in my opinion. But now they're reaping what they sow. A lot of people, of course, are not happy about this. They are big baby sad. They're getting upset about this when it's like, well, Costco does this. It only lets members in. It's a convenience thing. And you fuckers, the ones that are complaining, are the ones that have stolen, have cheaped out, or skimmed out on certain things at Walmart. So, this is what you get. So, that's what's happening right now. I think this is honestly a good move for Walmart. Because the last half a year or so, my experience is I go to self-checkout. Self-checkout is fucking packed. Lot of people with carts full. And I'm like, what the fuck? Self-checkout is supposed to be for those who have a little bit of stuff and just to get in, get out quickly. And there's people in here with carts full. And then I'm looking around like, okay, maybe I should just go to a cashier. And there's no cashiers, dude. Period. All the cashiers are closed. And it's only self-checkout. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I have to be waiting in line to check myself out instead of them going to a cashier and making self-checkout faster.
I usually do that in the dressing room.
I was gonna make that same joke. God damn it.
Oh my god. But it's like, okay, what the fuck? And then there's been times where there's people that are leaving their shit all over the place at self-checkout because they left, they never come back, or they're trying to steal something, so security has to go get them, and just things going wrong. And the employee, there's only one employee taking care of all of checkout, and they're stressing out because they're helping a person and they have to keep looking around to make sure no one else is stealing shit while they're having their back towards the rest of the registers. So it's just like, it wasn't done right.
That's what they're doing at Target too. They have they at least have one cashier open, like with the conveyor belt and shit. But then after that, it's just all self-checkout. And then they switched it so that it's only 10 items or less for self-checkout.
They can
So if I have
shit.
Yeah, so if I have 15 items, I have to go wait on that single cashier's open line that already has like 7 people waiting.
Yeah, I remember all self-checkouts used to be like that. There used to be a sign that said like 15 items or left or less. And it used to be called like the speed checkout or whatever.
Yeah, the
Express.
express checkout.
Or the express, yeah. But places like Fry's or like Walmart, you know, they got rid of that sign. So now it just says self-checkout.
Yeah.
And it made sense. If it made the flow of the lines work better, because there's people who weren't doing a full fucking grocery trip, right? We're just there to grab. It happened to Junior and I. Sometimes we just go to the store just to get stuff for dinner. 3, maybe 5 items max, and we're out. It's making it really hard where we can't get out as fast as we came in. Especially if we don't even have like
That's
a
what she
fucking
said.
little cart. Oh my god. Like a little basket full. And then there's people, Junior has seen it. We go to Fry's, and there's a lady with 2 baskets full in there. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You don't belong in this line.
I can't
don't
fit
belong
any
here.
more groceries in the bags. Just hit skip checking out.
And I don't know if it's because we're brown. It happens to us that we come up to self-checkout. We're doing our own thing. We will be bothered like 3 or 4 times if we need help, or they just come vulturing, and it's like, bro, back the fuck up. I understand you want to make sure I'm not stealing something, but all my shit's right here in the open, okay? There's no
That is
need
true.
to hang around me like I'm some kind of like a fly on the wall. Just back up.
There was this one time we went to Fry's, and we had like maybe 18 items, like just over like the 15 mark or whatever. And we're at self checkout. We're like, whatever. It's not gonna take us long. We're not fucking slow like these old ass people are. And so we're going through, and then a person comes over and is like, "Do you have 15 items?" And we're like, "Yes." And they're like, "Okay," and then they walk away.
For real.
And then as we're about to finish like scanning the last item, they came back over. They're like, "You need help with anything?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're fucking fine." I'm like, okay, and they walked away.
Oh, Junior, you remember that fucking lady that kept trying to tell me to go to the cashiers? And Fry were like, no, I want to self-checkout. I don't want to talk to somebody.
Oh yeah.
So I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was really busy in the store. And I was telling Junior, I really don't feel like talking to somebody. We don't have a lot of stuff. Let's just go through self-checkout. He was like, all right, fine, whatever. I agree with that. So we're at self-checkout. It's a little bit of a wait. We get to the registers, and this lady just wanted to pick a fight with us for some reason. She was like, that's a lot of items. You should probably head to cashiers. And I was like, no, it's a big line. I can do it myself. And she was just like, okay, well, if you need help, just let me know. A minute goes by. She comes back. You have a lot of items. You sure do need help? I'm like, bitch, back up. I'm fine. And she just kept pestering us about going to the fucking cashiers instead of being at self-checkout. And I was getting so pissed that finally Junior just intervened. And I can't remember what he said, but he was, of course, an asshole about it. And she like got the point finally and left us alone.
I'm not afraid of being an asshole to people if they're being annoying.
Dude, she wouldn't stop. She would not leave us alone. Like, oh yeah, I'm just going to take all my shit that I've scanned already, put it back in my shopping cart, and go back in line because you're fucking asking me. No. You're stupid.
That's the part that doesn't make sense. It's like, if you're already midway through all your scanning, what's the point in, them asking
And
again?
it's not me that's holding up this line. There's like 7 other self-checkout registers. So if it's just me holding up the line, then something else is causing the problem and not me.
They go up to you and like, hey, yo, stop resisting.
No shit, man.
Show me your hands.
They don't have the signs anymore. Like where it says 15 items or less. Because she brought up, we try to keep this for 20 items or less. And I think Junior actually said, there's not a sign here for that. And started scanning. Dude. Go fuck with someone else.
Actually, you just reminded me, Ruby, in the parking lot of that same Fry's. We should stop going to that Fry's.
I did stop going. I go to Safeway now. I say fuck it. I don't care if it's a little bit more, but Safeway is a lot more safer.
I think this was last week. Anyways, I think this was last week or the week before. But when you and I pulled up, and there was that girl right next to us that was parked crooked as fuck.
Oh my god, she was an idiot.
You remember that?
Yes.
So this girl was really crooked in her lane, Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was to the point where she wasn't in her lane anymore. She was parked reversed into the lane, and the back tires was actually crossing over into the other lane. And then Ruby was like, "You got enough room right there to get out?" And I was like, "It's fine. She's crooked. If I hit her, then I hit her." And so I get out, and I didn't try to hit her car, but I had to open the door enough for me to get out. And in that process, I lightly hit her car. And I was like, whatever. And it didn't leave a dent or a scratch or anything, so I was like, whatever, fuck it. So I close the door and I start walking away. And then she's in the car, so then she rolls down the window. She's like, "Hey, you just hit my car." And I pretended I didn't hear her, so I just turned around. I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You hit my car." And I looked, and then I like double checked. I was like, didn't leave a dent or a scratch or anything. So then I looked back at her and I was like, "Oops," and then I walked away.
Dude, yeah, like, if you're gonna park crooked, then you get what's coming. And I have a big fucking car. I'm not hard to see my big ass Yukon. And you're gonna park like that? And she was in a big ass van too. So it's obvious you don't know how to drive your own car.
She was like in a Jeep or something. It
Was
wasn't
it
like
a
a
Jeep?
big van.
I thought it was like a van.
It was some sort of like that type of car.
It was
The
a bigger
point-
vehicle.
Yeah,
Bigger
the
than a
point
car.
being is that, like, it's not like this tiny little Corolla. You just kind of like, eat. Like, you need room to park.
But yeah, if
Yeah.
you park like a dumbass, then you're a fucking dumbass. If you get hit, you deserve it.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, she's... people are stupid. Beyond
Yes,
But
they
stupid.
are.
yeah, I just walked away. I went, "Oops," and then we walked away.
I'm like, damn, son, it really be like that sometimes.
But yeah, like, fuck, man. Use your brain.
Have you considered parking good? Yeah, I don't know why, but driving, I just have so many pet peeves for driving to the point where, like, I just get... I try to tolerate people, but it's hard.
Oh no, I
yeah.
get mad so quickly because there's such idiot drivers. And Ben, dude, bless his heart, he's like trying to calm me down. I'm just like, no, bitch, they're fucking stupid. They need to get off the fucking road.
I don't get road rage. Usually, like if someone's being a dumbass, if they don't hit me or hit any other people, then I'm just like, whatever, fuck them, and I just kind of like leave it alone. But you know how when you're getting off the freeway and you're going back into like the regular road, and then there's the what's that road called next to the freeway? The fucking
Oh, the gorge?
the gorge? No,
Oh, not the
The gorge.
the front, the frontage, the
Doom
frontage
Eternal.
road.
frontage road. Yeah, the frontage road.
Oh, okay.
When you get on the frontage and then it merges with the off ramp, they have a yield sign, right? People on the frontage have a yield, so they have to yield for the people coming off the freeway. I've literally, in my like, how old am I? Am I like 10 years of driving? Or whatever
How
the
old?
fuck?
Right, yeah.
I've never once seen anybody yield on that fucking road. Okay? And there was this one time I was pulling off, right? And normally I'm careful and I pay attention to see if they're yielding or not. And I'll fucking like brake or something in case they don't. But there's one time in particular, I just wasn't really paying attention. And I just kind of went. And then the dude, like, or no, it wasn't a dude, it was a girl. The girl behind me, like, was pretty close behind me.
Oh, that's why.
And anyways, so the girl that was behind me, like, it got really close. We didn't hit or anything. And then she starts fucking honking at me, flipping me off. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, you're the one that's supposed to slow down. Like, it's your fault if we got into an accident there. And so she was like flipping me off and shit. So I rolled down my window, or not rolled down because it's the electric fucking button thing.
I know what
I
you
put my
mean.
window down, and then I'm like, "You're supposed to yield, bitch!" And then I just kept driving away.
Damn.
After that, I like to imagine she was like, "What the fuck does yield mean?"
That's probably
Oh my
exactly
God.
what went through her mind.
Sipping
I've
her
never-
Starbucks.
I think, I don't know, dude, a lot of shit pisses me off on the road. But I think recently, because I have to go through the city a lot more, that pisses me off the most is people not understanding how a fucking four-way stop works.
Whoever is on the right gets the right of way, you stupid fucks.
I know, but they just stare at each other like a bunch of dumb fucks. Like, I don't know what to do. Who goes next? And it's like, are you guys driving with your fucking eyes closed? We all know how this works.
There have
I
been
always
many
figured
times.
whoever's there first, goes first.
Well, typically,
Well,
yes.
it is whoever gets there first. But the law is, if you get there at the same time, the person to the right has the right of way. But
What
there
if
have been
there's-
many instances where I get there at the same time as someone to my left, and then they just fucking go. And I was like, okay, sure, don't stop. Fucking, I didn't realize it was an optional fucking storyline.
I know
Yeah.
shit, huh? But it's so infuriating because I'm working at the main building right now with my company for training, and there's a three-way stop. This makes this shit worse, okay? Oncoming traffic doesn't have a stop. But these dumb fucks fucking put a head cannon thinking there's some invisible stop sign and stop on their tracks. And I was like, what are you fucking doing? You have the right of way. Go!
That's like at the mall too. When you turn into the mall,
Oh.
you don't have a stop. People will fucking stop there for some reason. Now there's a line of cars that is so long it goes out into the main road.
Yeah, because there's no stop there. You're just supposed to keep going.
And 90%
Exactly.
of the time, they're old fucks. They're old people that could sneeze and break their back stopping on oncoming traffic. This is why you shouldn't be allowed to have a license when you're over 65. Fucking stop driving. Stop.
Pull up to them to curse them out. You're just like, hey there, nice day today.
Like, I just want
young
to
people.
I just want to ram them with my car when they just stop traffic. And now everybody's pissing, honking, look at each other, who's going first.
Pissing, honking, shitting, coming.
Fucking.
Oh my god. And then on the way home, on the back roads that I take, Jenner knows what I'm talking about. There's of course two stop signs, and then of course oncoming traffics on both sides have their own thing, right? I don't know what's wrong with this stop signs in general. It seems that every time I arrive there, the other people seem to fucking forget I'm even there. And I got there first. I almost T-boned a car because I got to the stop sign. Another car showed up. We're waiting for traffic, right? Traffic's clearing. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go. This bitch hits the gas and just totally cut me off, and I had to hit the brakes. And I'm just
Jeez.
like, what is wrong with you? And of course, now I have to hurry the hell up. I got a big ass Yukon, so I'm hitting the gas pretty hard to get the hell out of the way because there's more cars coming. How? I don't know. I don't know how I haven't been in jail yet because I am.
Sunday drivers.
Oh my god.
I always
I-
thought that Sunday drivers was like a term, but it's actually real. Like, Sunday drivers are fucking terrible.
I'm so scared for Valerie to drive one day because of the shit that we have seen.
It doesn't help that our city in particular is notorious for bad drivers too.
Oh, that's
And
true.
so is the state. The state of Arizona is just known for bad drivers. There's something, I don't know, dude. There's something about the human brain where once you enter like a 2-ton speeding vehicle, it just like shuts off for some reason.
And when it rains, for some reason, people fucking forget how to drive in the rain.
Oh yeah, people think that they're just gonna fucking die if they hit the gas just a little bit in the rain. Everybody goes like 15 under the limit here.
Oh, it pisses me off. It's like, yes, you shouldn't go the full speed limit if you can't see and if you're not comfortable. But if you're going to also be a danger to people, get off the road. Don't drive when it's raining. Just wait
Going
it
too
out.
slow is just as dangerous as going too fast.
Yes, especially on the freeway. There was a truck of all goddamn things approaching ever so slowly on the freeway. I had to get out of the way and merge like through that gorge area because I really thought I was gonna get fucking hit driving as slow as he was, and I was like, no, ain't no way in hell.
Oh my god, dude, I hate that. I hate getting stuck behind somebody on the on ramp, and they just refuse to fucking speed up. Dude, it's the fucking on ramp. If you read the fucking rule book on how to drive, it specifically says match the speed of traffic. That's what it fucking says. When you're merging onto the freeway, you match the speed of traffic. It doesn't say go the limit. It says match the speed.
Exactly. So you don't look at your speedometer. You just need to fucking hit it and merge safely. A lot of the times, fuckers are going 70, 75. Ain't nobody reading the speed limit. So I have to hit it really fast because I'm coming onto a road that's 35 to 75. And this truck was going to, I thought, kill me because there was a lot of traffic happening. And then shortly after I get on the freeway, there's construction. So there's not much time to get the hell on the freeway.
Yeah, that's the worst. When you're about to get on the freeway and the fuckers in front of you are so slow, you're only going like 45. That's the fucking worst. Because then now, as soon as you get on that shit, you gotta fucking floor it so the car behind you doesn't hit you.
Yep. I've seen so many accidents on the freeway. And a lot of them are like rear-ended accidents, which I could only imagine is because one person was going too goddamn slow.
God, it's the worst. Man, people piss me off.
Yeah. I get that. So here's a question. Who has right of way if you're backing out of a parking space?
Oh,
like,
depends.
What do you mean? Like, if you're backing out and a car is, like, coming along?
Yeah, so let's say you're already backing out, and then the car is, like, trying to go through. Who has right of way?
Technically, the car pulling out.
Well, it just depends on how far out you are. If you, like, just put your shit in reverse, and then you look back, and you went back just a tiny bit, and you see the car's coming, then you should stop and let the car pass through. But if you're like already halfway coming out and there's a car coming, that car coming has got to stop for you.
Yep. That's the problem that I have to deal with the most. I always back out of my parking space. But even though like I'm already halfway out, they'll try to sneak around me. And they have the audacity to honk at me.
Them trying to sneak around you is like literally the recipe for a disaster. Because they don't know, one, how far out you're going to stick out. Or two, if another car is just going to magically appear and come down the other direction and they're just going to head-on collide.
Maybe because I have a bigger car, I would just keep going. I'm not hard to miss, fucker. You chose this and kept going. And I have a dash cam that I can prove it.
Yeah, like there was there's been a few times where I'm already like turning the steering wheel so that I can, turn away from my parking space, and people still try to get past me. And I'm just like, "Oh my god, these guys are literally like fucking idiots."
Yeah, that's stupid. It's a no passing loan or zone.
Loan?
A small loan.
Oh, that reminds me. So it's yesterday morning, I went to the store just to grab some like snacks because, like I said, I'm working at the main office for my company, and they don't have a cafeteria like I thought they did. They just have vending machines, but that shit's really expensive, so I wanted to go get snacks. As I'm approaching the parking lot, for some reason, she thought this was the smartest idea. The people who like go out and collect the shopping carts, like one of them was out, and they were walking the shopping carts right in the middle of the driveway. So I couldn't continue through the same lane because she was right in the fucking middle. Just pushing all of these shopping carts. And I'm just like, of all the road space, you had to do it right here in the middle.
Walking them in the middle, like parallel with the road?
No, parallel. Like right in the fucking middle. So there's like, the one-way lanes for oncoming traffic. She was right in the middle. So if any of us try to drive past her, we could slap her with our side mirrors.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's dumb. You shouldn't do that.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you serious? So I was like, I ran out of patience and I did drive around to the side of her, right? Like I got pretty goddamn close. And then I can see her in my side mirror that she's getting pissed because I see her arms moving and she eventually like flips me off. And it's like, ma'am, you are literally in the way of the flow of traffic. Just because you're getting shopping carts doesn't mean you can just stop traffic. Get the fuck out of the way. At least walk on the side of the road.
Yeah, she could have at least moved to the side so like cars could still go past her instead of just being in the direct middle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I do whenever I get cards. I always try to be off to one side. And that actually reminds me of another pet peeve of when there's like a walkway for you to walk down, and people will still like walk down where the what do you call it? Like the street is.
Oh, like next to it.
Yeah. So when you have a person that's walking like on the street, walking behind the cars that are already parked, and you have one car going down in one direction and one coming the opposite direction, that only gives you like so much space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
When there's
opposed
a
to just, like,
perfectly
walking on,
fine
like, the
walkway
sidewalk.
just off to the side. Yeah.
Like Target. Target
Yeah.
has that you're walking in between the cars instead of on the road.
Yeah. And some people will still like just I don't know. And also other places like Home Depot, I've seen some people like as I'm driving down to like go park somewhere, they'll park and their bumpers are like on the walkway. So all you have to do is get out of your car, walk forward, you're on the walkway. These fuckers will go backwards and drive or walk behind their cars and then just walk down the asphalt. And I'm just like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Dude, that's the same pet peeve I have with fucking bikers.
Oh,
Absolutely hate bikers so much, dude.
We talking
All-
like Harley bikers or like ring bikers?
no,
Like
bicyclists.
ring bikers.
Okay.
Like bicyclists.
Those are motorcyclists. Those
They're
are different.
so fucking annoying, dude. Like, there'll be a perfectly good bike lane, and this is like a pretty fucking big bike lane, like 3 feet wide or something, right?
Oh, I know what
Dude,
you're
that's
talking
definitely enough space for a fucking bike lane, right? And for some goddamn fucking reason, the bikers have to be biking side by side. So one fucking biker that's on the inside is just fucking swerving in and out of the bike lane into regular traffic. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you really that much of a fucking dumbass? Do you really want to fucking die? Like, are you serious? Are you have to be right fucking next to this person to the point where you're swerving into traffic? God, that shit pisses me off so fucking much.
I swear, all
I can actually
bicyclists
hear it
share
in
the
your voice,
same
too.
brain cell. Yes, dude. It's whenever Jared and I see that bicyclist, we both get pissed. It must be the Macias in us that we just have no tolerance for this shit because we get extremely mad.
Good thing I don't have that problem.
My car,
Like a
It's-
jet flying
Alright,
over a field or something.
I'm
like,
gonna cut out the part of you admitting to a crime.
oh, I probably, yeah, maybe you should cut that out because, yeah.
Killed
But
3 people using these knives. They're at this location. Buried them at these coordinates.
I don't know if this place is too specific, but like in there's like specific bike lanes off to the side. They made beautiful tarred out roads for the bicyclists and for jogger and walkers, whatever. It's done beautifully. They're out the way. Instead, these
Ooh,
motherfuckers have done, these fucking entitled pieces of shits are on the road instead of on that. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's infuriating.
I
Like-
can
You know
hear it,
nothing.
yeah.
You know nothing that bugs me about bikers, and this isn't necessarily their fault, but I still hate them for it. Is situations where there isn't a bike lane, but there is a perfectly good sidewalk. It's like, dude, just go on the sidewalk.
Actually, apparently
like-
they can get fined for it.
I know you're not supposed to, but it would just be so much fucking safer for you if you were just on that sidewalk.
I would. I didn't give a shit. I would tell the police. I would rather you stop me like where you are now than someone hitting me on the road.
Dude, like, honestly, like, it would just be so much safer for everybody in that situation if you just went on that sidewalk.
Yeah, because
Like
what's the harm in biking on the sidewalk?
It's so they don't run into people walking on the sidewalk.
That's fucking stupid.
But here's the thing,
that's still a better situation than getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
for us though, I don't know if a lot of people were taught this. It was easier for the person walking / jogging to move out the way for the bicyclist. The bicyclist passes you in a second and then you're back on the sidewalk. It was not that fucking hard. Every time we went walking with my mom and there was a bicyclist, she would say, "You need to move. It's easier for you to move." And so we just did. We just stepped to the side. We say good morning, afternoon, whatever the fuck. They flew by us and we just continued. It's not that hard, people.
Toodly
And it's so much safer too.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with society now.
It bugs me, dude, that they can get in trouble for just literally trying to be safe.
It is so stupid because up in Town Pass, I guess I don't want to be too specific where.
Okay, yeah, I gotta mute that word, guys.
But back at our town, there's fuckers driving on their golf carts. When there's signs that literally says no motorized vehicles allowed. And yet, you got a conga line of fucking golf carts coming down it.
Oh, yeah, that's because there's that fucking, there's that golf course that's literally just, like, down the street from you.
Which is kind of like, okay, I guess, you know, it's frustrating because there's obvious signs. At the same time, what the fuck are they gonna do? You're gonna make them drive this shit on the road? Doesn't even go past 15 miles an hour, this goddamn thing. It would be more frustrating if I saw like a side-by-side or an ATV because those can go as fast as certain cars on the speed limit. But for a golf cart, you know, they can't drive that on the road.
Just don't fucking drive a golf cart. Just drive a regular car.
Or that too.
I'm gonna give you another word to meet out, Junior. But over on, I've driven behind a tractor before, and fucking hell, dude, I was driving behind this tractor for like 5 minutes, going at like 20 miles an hour, because the street is so narrow, and I didn't have like an opportunity to pass. I had to wait for this dude to actually pull off the road somewhere else.
Yes, that road, I think, is a 1-lane road for a long, long time.
It is for like 8 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
The speed limit
and
the
since
whole time is
there's
like 40.
And since there's curves, you can't safely pass without like, you know, risking an ongoing, head-on collision.
There's only like 2 spots I can think of on that road where it is a long straight path where you could look ahead. But still, yeah, that is still a dangerous road to try and pass a long truck on.
Yeah, and then I had a line of people behind me, so I'm just like, I can't do anything. If you want to pass me and the tractor, go ahead. But I'm not dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me, when Ben and I were heading to Payson, the long strip...
Is this more muting that you have to do, Junior?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You have to mute more shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. At this point, I'm just gonna fucking tell him what city we live in.
Okay, you don't have to mute this because it's generic. When we're on our way to go meet my in-laws, there's a long strip of road that is just a one-way, right? And the road has a lot of twists and curves that you can't see oncoming traffic for a long time. You can't pass. It is what it is, whoever you're stuck behind or whatever. There was one time we were driving and this car was very impatient. It was like a sports car. They're getting upset. They're revving behind me, trying to make me drive faster. I'm already driving 75. on a 65. I'm like, no, I'm not driving any faster. This is the limit. I do it on this segment because of the curves. And there's been a couple times where deer have jumped out at me. So it's as fast as I'm fucking going. It must have been the last straw on a turn. And he hits it to pass me. And I'm just like, oh, you dumb motherfucker. And sure enough, he hits the brakes and swerves back in the lane behind me. And a truck just suddenly comes around the corner. And ever since, he like sat there behind me until finally it was open where he could see it ahead of him. And then he went.
You should have slowed down after that.
Dude, if you were not in that sports car, you probably would not have been able to stop as fast as you did, got back in my lane without rolling over, and would not have avoided that collision. And I would have been caught in that. What?
Oh, I was going to say, I'll be honest. If I saw that collision, I'd probably just laugh.
Well, it would have been pretty nasty. I don't know if I would have. I think that driver probably would have flew out of his car, assuming his seatbelt's good.
What kind of truck was it?
It was like those big ass like Ford trucks, like those fucking what are they called? The ranch.
The F-350s?
Yeah, it was like those big ass fuckers, but this was like a specific truck that I've seen. But it was a big ass pickup truck. Like it's 4x4 trucks.
You know what kind of sports car it was?
It was like a Corvette, like something small like that.
Yeah, he would have died.
Yeah, it would have been a terrible, terrible head on. If it wasn't for the car that he was driving, he would not have avoided that accident.
He would have gone face first into that bumper.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
I can't remember.
I just pictured the fucking Mortal Kombat X-ray move. His skull crushing into the bumper. And you just hear the...
The King Ranch. That's what they're called. The King Ranch trucks.
God damn it, Francisco, now I'm thinking about it.
I didn't hear a response, so I thought I was like alone on this one. I'm like, all right.
No, I was laughing.
Did Discord cut you off then?
Yeah, I could hear him in real life.
Okay.
I saw my green bubble not pick it up.
That's like the equivalent of like me raising my hand for a high five, but no one high fives me, so I just set it down. I'm just like, all right.
Francisco, we give you shit when you're not here that you sell 5 on the podcast.
I do sometimes, actually.
That's why. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're making fun of you the other day because of it.
Thanks, bro.
I was
That's
listening
why I'm
to
sneezing all the fucking time.
I was listening to the episode when you did that. You're just like high five, and just I hear it on your side that you sell 5, and I had to pause it and just let myself laugh in my car. Like, did he fucking sells 5?
Don't you? Doesn't anybody else?
No.
I can't be the only one.
Yeah, you are.
Damn. All right. Well. All right.
But yeah, I think that's enough about shitting on our drivers, huh?
Yeah.
Another pet peeve.
This city is just riddled with awful drivers.
And honestly, the homeless numbers are going up too.
I'm about to fucking join them.
What?
Can't beat them, join them.
Oh my god! But I'm noticing every week the numbers are getting, like, I'm seeing more. I don't want to say like cockroaches, that's really rude, but more are coming out, and I'm just like, holy shit, is it getting worse, or are they getting pushed out? Because I've noticed a lot of them down in our side of town and not as much up north.
I mean, they've definitely been around. I feel like there's just more of them now and not a lot of places for them to go to.
Yeah, I've seen people getting kicked out of like parks, of public places. One of the plazas that's right here close to us, they don't allow them to stay around for long. They will like call the cops on them. Which is
there's literally a homeless camp like a 5-minute walk from where we live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen
We've
it
walked
right
past it
there,
before.
right there at that like ditch.
Yeah, we walked past them walking to the park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and we
have-
were walking because we were playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
it's
That
really
was when I-
sad.
that was when I found out about them. When we were walking by, when I saw the tents, I was like, "Why are all these tents here?" And then like 3 people like poked their heads out and just stared at us as we walked by. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I see."
I was like, yep, that's the one.
Like fucking meerkats that just pick their head up from the dirt.
And
Pretty much.
we never took that same road again.
Nope.
I think we just drove to the park from there on out.
We did.
It's just so scary. It's really sad to see them. And then there's a really hot corner. I can't say it because then it's more work for our editor here.
Is it a 90-degree corner?
Yeah.
Oof. That's a real hot corner. In Arizona,
right.
every corner is a hot corner.
This won't give it away, but there's a dispensary across the graveyard, and I seen some really sad shit on that corner. There's people like face down on the cement, and it's cold still, you know. I seen people digging around with their bare hands, of course, probably for like more cocaine or another hit. People digging through trash for like cigarette butts. Like, it's really sad that I see that every morning. And I hate that I'm becoming numb to seeing that, because the first time I saw it, I cried. Just the realization of them trying to survive, and that they don't have the comfort like we do, like a roof over our head, warm clothes, you know, food and all that. And the more I see it, the more I'm becoming numb to it, and I just don't like that feeling that it's not affecting me anymore.
Unfortunately, the reality of that, Ruby, is if you actually do want to do something about it, like let's say, for example, become a politician at some point in the future, create some program or whatever the case may be, you kind of do have to become numb to it, because it's something that if you're genuinely like want to help out with, you need to be experienced in that, you know, sort of exposure.
Right.
Because if you are like trying to like help a group of homeless people, for example, but every time you see a homeless person you just get teary-eyed and start crying, you're not going to be getting a lot done. So to say that you're becoming numb to it doesn't necessarily mean that you're becoming less empathetic for it. It just means you're becoming used to it, which is not necessarily a bad thing as far as wanting to become exposed to it. But you could say it's a bad thing that you're getting used to it societally, because there's more and more homeless people.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it.
But unfortunately, this country doesn't actually care about its citizens unless you make a certain amount of money.
Yeah, and we're talking
Yeah.
like above over $2 million a year.
Exactly. I've heard way too many stories about people, you know, regular generic people who just make decent money, or maybe not even decent money. You know, something bad happens to them, they have some sort of accident, some sort of like pre-genetic disorder or whatever the case may be, and the healthcare system just bleeds them dry, and they don't help them out. Now they're in debt. Now they're homeless because of their condition that never got fixed. They die within 5 years.
That's a lot of the stuff too that I hear about about the veterans, which is why I learned more with the company that I'm working with, and that we actually do so much for our like community, and a lot for our vets. We have a thing that if the vets can qualify for like certain things, and we can see that they're actually trying, we will actually cover their debts for up to 6 months, or just pay it off entirely for them.
Is this an ad?
Damn.
What?
Is this an ad?
I mean, that's really cool though, actually.
I was amazed that we can do this for them. And of course, give them like discounts and do other things. We work with like other companies to help veterans, actually. And it's just like, holy shit, this is amazing what we do. And that so many people don't know, because they think that we're a bank. And it's like, No, no. Now I see the difference between the two.
We're more than that. We're family.
We're your friends.
I've heard you've heard the family tree, different branches speech already, haven't you, Ruby?
Actually, no.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
They haven't said that generic thing that, oh, we're family. We care as if you're one of your own. What they said was, if you work hard, you will get what you're trying to get to. And we will see that.
Okay.
And that, if you ever do need anything, of course you can reach us, right? But we're trying to teach you to be independent. And I'm just kind of like, huh. Well, that's different.
Pop off, queen.
And my manager, too, he didn't tell me, oh, you're like family to us. You're this and that. He said, I see something in you. And I want to prove to myself I chose right. So it's like he's like betting on me. And I was just like, damn. All right.
Damn, can't wait for you to prove him wrong.
So far, yeah.
I was gonna say, you go into the manager's office, he has a whiteboard with everyone's names on it and like tally marks on there.
They're taking bets.
Yeah.
There's just a pile of
But-
money on the table.
God.
Cocaine bags.
Oh, shit.
It's just a fucking drug pouch. What do you call it? It's a holdup or a lockup. I mean,
It's a fucking
hold
crack house.
But so far, I'm loving this, dude. I've been able
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
to help customers with some stuff. The little bit of time that I got to practice before I had to go back into training. And right now I'm in training to open credit cards and loans and car loans and things like that. And that thing I was talking about protecting the veterans, we can also protect people who have accidentally, like if it's unexpected death, if they became disabled or if they were laid off, we can cover them for 6 months or pay off their debts entirely.
Damn.
damn. So the dead person can come into you guys and be like, "Hey, can you guys pay me off my stuff?"
Well, of course, there's certain conditions, right? But typically, I can be like, hey, I want to open a loan for $20,000. I want to pay it off in 5 years. But in case something happens to me, I want to get coverage in case I die. Cool. This is your monthly payments. This is da-da-da-da-da. If something were to happen to you, we got you covered. We'll pay off your debts. Awesome.
I feel like you missed my joke
I didn't hear you.
Oh my god.
because you said unexpected death, and I'm like, damn. So someone who just died can like come to you guys and be like, "Yo, I need help."
Oh, actually, I did not hear that.
Oi.
I heard it.
From the grave, their ghost just comes out.
It's Smitty Warber Yaberman Jensen.
It's a kalaka, and then there's the ka, kala, lakaka.
Oh my god, not this shit again.
That's a good meme.
Laka.
Exquisite, if you ask me. All fucking pitudo, man.
Oh no.
I'd like to point out a fact to you guys real quick.
And that is...
When I talked about game sequels or remasters, I came up with my example, but you guys didn't say anything.
Wait, what do you mean?
Somehow we like lost track.
We derailed from that entirely.
Yeah, because I feel like I was gonna bring something up for that too. I started talking about like Resident Evil and stuff.
Oh, I never talked
Yeah.
about mine. Oops.
Yeah, because remember I was like, oh, if they made Ninja Gaiden 4, then there should be like a mashup of like Ninja Gaiden and Elden Ring.
I mean, I heard you and I thought, oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And Francisco even commented about it.
And one of my ideas for that game would have been like, Ryu gets like a grappling hook that he can like use to traverse the world. But then if you upgrade it by finding rare materials, then you can use it in combat, and then it kind of works like a web slinger from Spider-Man.
Oh, so it's Sekiro.
Well, no, because you can't use your grapple hook in combat in Sekiro
True.
unless you like grab something and just hop over. That's all you could use it for. I'm talking like he throws the grapple hook, and he like grabs an enemy with it, and then he swings him around, and he hits other people with it.
Catches bullets with it.
Maybe, yeah, he probably could. Wouldn't be the first time.
Catches a bullet with the grapple hook and then uses the grapple hook to swing it back at an enemy and it kills him.
Sure, why not? It's
Works on
real
bosses and one-shots
motherfucking
them.
Hayabusa.
Hiya, bitch.
But yeah, that's my example. You guys didn't think of anything?
Well,
Remastered.
I would
I don't
fucking
know.
remaster Star Fox any other day.
Okay, well, aside from the obvious Star Fox answer, you got another one?
Star Wars Republic Commando.
You know,
Okay, yeah. Yeah. And how would you like them to like redo that?
I would prefer if they did it so that it fits in the canon universe as opposed to Legends universe. So
Okay.
like in the Legends universe, everyone already knew, like all the clones, they knew like about Order 66, so they purposely didn't get attached to the Jedi. And they knew like they were conscious. Whereas the clones in the canon universe, they have an inhibitor chip with all the orders presetted on there. And when they are ordered to execute an order, then they have to comply. Like it's like they have to. It's in their nature. So I feel like if they change the story slightly just so they have that, that would be pretty cool. I don't know how the voices would work though, because all the clones are voiced by D. Bradley Baker. But in Republic Commando, your four commandos are voiced by 4 different voice actors. So it's like I don't know how that would work.
I mean, I'm sure they could just keep it different again.
Yeah, and there's actually a really cool headcanon comment that I saw in a YouTube video, and it was like, everyone that's not Commando is hearing the same voice from those people, but the character that you're playing as, like, to them, their brothers sound different. You know what I mean? So, like, in their mind, like, they all have distinct personalities and different voices to go with it, even though they all sound exactly the same.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is to other people, they all sound the same, but because they're clones and they can pick up on the nuances and differences of their voices, it sounds different.
Yeah.
That's an interesting headcanon. That's a pretty cool way to look at it. And if that's like done on purpose, that's a really cool like attention to detail.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, Scourge has, like, a kind of like a higher voice. Fixer is more like a regular voice. The main character is straight up voiced by Tamara Morrison, so he sounds just like Boba Fett or Jango Fett. And then Sev has that gruff, like, 07 locking in. Yeah, D. Bradley Baker does
Just that one little line fucked you up, huh?
just a little bit. But D. Bradley Baker does an amazing job, like, having different clone voices for, like, the series. Like, I think this is the second time in a row I'm talking about the Bad Batch on the stream. But he has a voice for Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo. And they're all, like, actually different voices. But it's still just the one person making all that, so it's like, damn. This guy has one voice, but he can take that voice and manipulate it to make it sound like a completely different character.
Now that's voice acting.
I know. This guy's literally voiced the entire clone army.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Well, we've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes now. I think we should call it.
this would be a good point.
Oh, wait, before we get off, Ruby, what's the game
Yes?
you would want remastered, remade?
I don't know, honestly. Because the games that I'm a big fan of have been redone, remade, right? Like Kingdom Hearts. Legend of Zelda 2 has been done, Ocarina of Time, right, on the 3DS and all that. The only game that I can think of that I've been talking about recently, which Nintendo will never do, is Double Dash. I don't think Double Dash is ever going to get a remake or a remastered just because of how much money it still makes now.
Yeah.
But if it ever did happen, that would be the game that I would try to do what I could to get a remaster for it. If it could play just like the new Mario Kart, right? Where everything would just be how it was in Double Dash. Everyone works in teams, everyone has their own quirks. But I feel like, I don't know, to just incorporate better to what your partner can do. Because all your partner could do was hit other players, and then you could use like their items. You know what I mean? So I feel like if there would be like a better teamwork corporation into it, and where there's different synergy with the characters that you use. Like there's some characters that are like the heavy hitters, right? There's characters that are like more defensive. There's characters that are faster because they're lighter. They don't take up so much weight on the car. Like kind of thing. But I don't know how in depth they could get into it. I think that would be really cool if
Which game is this for?
if they did that for Double Dash.
Oh, Double Dash.
I was saying like if they could incorporate something more team energy, team synergy, because the most that you could do, whoever was driving just drove, right? There was like nothing crazy about it. And whoever was in the back seat could like punch the other players or like kind of make your cart go left or right, like give yourself a boost and just use the items. Like that was kind of it. There was nothing else unique to it. So if they could put some more unique to working as a team, where there's different classes, like they're heavy hitters, the defenders, the tankers, the lightweights, so that way a car can drive faster if it's like a light team, right? But the downfall is that they take hits easily. Or just something like that, where there's more thinking behind the team that you're making or the characters that you're choosing on your team.
So I remember playing Double Dash. One thing that was pretty cool as far as team goes is every character set had its own unique like ability you can get from the box.
Yeah.
Right? So if you played as like Mario or Luigi, you had the fireballs. Baby Mario Luigi had the chomp. You know, Bowser Jr. and Bowser had the giant shell, things like that.
Yeah.
And then if you picked a different match, like if you picked Donkey Kong and then like Peach, then you could get either the giant banana or the like, what was Peach's, like the invincibility heart that like picked up items or something like that?
Yeah, it had 3 hearts and anything that it like hit, you like picked up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So like if you did different comps, then you can get different combinations of items you can grab. But that was pretty much all there was as far as strategy goes in that game. So adding more of like a team style gameplay would be pretty cool, since that's kind of like the whole like point of Double Dash.
Right.
What, man, I don't know what they would do though as far as teams go.
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not sure how much more they could do to not put too much into the game, right? Because it was already a lot to pick your characters, and now they've introduced customizing your carts, and that's like almost too much, right? To put both of them in the same category. But still keep the zero gravity, keep the underwater, like all of that cool stuff you can do with your carts. I feel like maybe something that would be really cool is if there's a segment where your partners separate, like the car can split into 2 and you both do something together to meet up at the same place and then put your car together, but I don't know like how they would do it.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Like there's like, since you're playing in 2s, right, they can't be as many carts out, because if there's a segment where your carts split, it doubles the amount of players like on the road. And you work together as a team where it like does like an average. I don't know. It's hard to think of a remaster because the game itself is already, in for me, perfect.
The only issue I could think of with the cart splitting idea is if you're playing by yourself. So that would mean that whoever took control of the second cart would have to be AI controlled. But, you know, the CPU isn't necessarily that great.
Yeah.
Do you know what would be a really cool idea, but it's never, like, this will literally never happen?
A Darth Maul video game?
No, but this is actually on the same topic as Mario Kart. Imagine if they made Mario Kart 8 moddable.
That will never happen.
Exactly.
Moddable. How?
Moddable, as in, you can create different ways to play. Like, you know how Halo had Forge? And you could have different, like, custom playlists.
Oh, I see. I see.
So imagine if there was a way they could mod Mario Kart 8 to make it play like Double Dash, but with all the features of Mario Kart 8.
Like Mario Maker.
Yeah, kind of like that. But you're playing Mario Kart.
That's interesting, actually. Mario Maker, but it's kart. Mario Kart Maker.
Yeah.
You could choose which style of Mario Kart to play in, which tracks to play in, what items you can get. That's interesting.
Yeah, and you would have like, different just different like ways to play. Like, I don't know what Mario Kart's equivalent of like first person shooters having like, capture the flag, search and destroy, team deathmatch, that kind of stuff. But have like different modes for your karts, like having racing modes.
Yeah,
Like
there's
Burnout. Like Burnout has like your standard racing mode. Yeah, there's a road rage mode. Like, let's see who can make 20 hits on a cart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's in some past Mario games there were other game modes, and then there's like custom games where you can customize like what items you get from the boxes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the balloon battle game modes in the past games where you like
That's
you're in an
pretty fun.
arena and you have to hit each other and pop each other's balloons and shit. That would be interesting. Or like a track of some sort where you have to like drive through rings and like an open like track with like ramps and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
All right, Nintendo, make it happen.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna have them. They're gonna knock on my door and just like kidnap me. You're never gonna hear from me ever again.
They're gonna send the Pinkertons to you.
I remember them. All right, well, we're almost at the 3-hour mark, so I think we should
Oh my
call it here.
god,
Oh shit.
we're almost at 3 hours.
Yeah, we're at 250 right now.
Jesus Christ, Big Bay, that you?
Yeah, I think we should probably call it here. So, are we ready? Any last minute thoughts?
We should be allowed to run over jaywalkers.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us tonight for the Mighty Beans podcast. We'll see you next week. Don't run over any bicyclists and don't run over jaywalkers.
Though
Okay.
we should be allowed to.
Have a good night.
All right.
Well,
I guess
Peace out.
that's it then. All right. See you guys later.